is Smythe, host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to Team Podcast, episode 036. My name is Nash, host of the Team Podcast. And with me, we got the co-host of Team Podcast, Wells. Say what's up, Wells.
What's going on? Good to be back.
First pumpkin beer of the year.
Yeah, it's the first pumpkin beer of the year, guys.
I didn't even know that was a thing. And on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe.
Not a DJ.
What is going on, guys? We are back. It's been a long time.
This feels more official than last week. No offense, Smythe, but we're back in the studio. All three of us are here. It feels proper that this is like the actual first episode. I feel like last week was like a preseason episode.
It was a season premiere. It's not like you're not in game mode. Now we're into the season now. This is the first official lights are on and everything counts. So,
yes, everyone's got their game rituals.
Right.
Wells opened up a beer. Got myself my latte. Do you have anything that you do, Smythe?
No, I don't.
No.
You guys are weird. That's what I learned from this podcast.
I got a coffee and he got a beer, and we're weird.
Yeah, basically.
You got nothing.
I look at my phone.
You get your phone in your hand.
As usual. Anything exciting this week, guys?
Oh my God.
Exciting? What's going on?
Let's start at the beginning. I joined Wells' fantasy football team.
Oh, jeez.
And,
Right off the top, eh?
yeah.
Right off the top.
Well, fantasy, we usually begin with the football, so you can say.
No, you know what?
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Let this guy have his
Yeah,
moment.
let's have
this guy have his
Because you
moment.
guys went head to head. I was going to ask you guys about this, but you guys went head to head
Just
last
let this guy
week.
have his
All right,
moment.
go on. As a tone of your voice was, I can see how this is going to go.
Right.
So, what, Smythe, go on.
So, Aaron Rodgers was my first pick. And I played Wells. I joined this fantasy team. First of all, excellent presentation. We went to Hooters. There was a huge draft board. It was fantastic. I missed my first two picks. Nightmare.
How many people are in your league?
12.
12? All right.
My first pick was Tyreek Hill. Also went off last week. But long story short, guys, I beat Wells. So I prepared a song
Oh, jeez.
that I'm going to sing to Wells for my glorious victory. Do you want to hear it? Here it goes. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, laka laka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. I beat Wells. Boom shakalaka, laka laka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. I beat Wells. Boom boom shakalaka, laka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. I beat Wells. He thought he's gonna beat me. Thought he had an easy week, but guess what, people? I beat Wells.
That went on for too long.
Yeah, the thing is, there's more, and there's a whole song. You guys will probably hear it in a week or so.
All right.
I went a little overboard. I'm sorry.
Was it like a beatdown, or was it just
Okay,
like...
first of all, so this is a keeper league, and it's teams are returning. And we had so many people that didn't return from last year that we had like a mini draft of 2 rounds where 4 teams got to choose from a pool of 4 teams.
So last year, how many people do you have?
No, it's still 12, but we had 4 people leave the
Leave,
league,
and then, okay.
4 people
Okay,
came in.
yeah.
And because we have 4 new people in, we were like, okay, usually we have 3 keepers. We're going to cut it down to 2.
Mm-hmm.
And but for those 4 teams that were vacated, the 4 new owners got to choose from all those players.
See if they can...
A mini round, a mini draft, 2 rounds.
Gotcha.
For their keepers.
And the winner of last year had like 3 crazy picks, like Kamara, Tyreek Hill, anyways. So this guy got Aaron Rodgers' first pick, Tyreek Hill, and then the actual draft, which we had a week later, this guy didn't pick his first 2 picks. We, like the consensus, which is like the draft board or whatever, it has like the rankings, picked his first 2 picks. And so Rodgers,
Sorry. You as a group picked his 2 picks, or
Yes.
it automatically did it
Yeah.
to the
so
computer?
they're like, okay,
Best
he's got a wide receiver, running back, whatever. They choose the best available player.
Okay.
So he didn't make his first 2 picks. 80% of his picks he did not make. Rodgers, Tyreek Hill, and Jay Ajayi. He was not in a room for any of those picks.
This is actually very true.
The guys he did pick, Greg Olsen injured in the first quarter.
Yeah.
The Chargers defense -3.
God.
Yeah. So I mean, you know what? It's the first week. There's some horseshoes somewhere around people's butts, but a win's a win. Doesn't matter. A W's a W. This guy's in the league. He paid his fees. He's a full member of the league. We're happy to have him, but it's a long season.
Yeah.
Fantasy's rough, because remember last season, You went off on this hot start, Wells.
Look, man, we don't need to.
I'm just saying, you were on a hot streak.
This is the 9th year of our league, and I've never won it. I've been to the finals once, and I'm usually my logo for my team is third place. I've won it 4 times, so it's I'm just here to have fun, camaraderie. We had a great draft in the Hooters by the airport. They gave us a draft board and everything. It was a great setup.
It was a great draft.
Yeah, it was fun, and that's the most important part. Is like on Sundays is watching the games and watching your team fail, but.
That's the good thing about NFL, and that's the thing that they have. It's the coming together of friends. I honestly believe that. Like on Sunday, no, seriously, on a Sunday, how many people do you have over at your place, Wells?
It used to be big. I mean, you were a freaking visitor.
I can't come anymore because I work, but yeah.
Yeah, but we used to have 6 or 7, 8 guys that would come over. Everyone would bring their dogs.
Yeah.
We have food ready. Now, maybe 4 people at most.
Not so much because everyone's because obviously Corey's not here. I got to work.
Yeah, people are out of town. People work.
Yeah.
People have kids. People have
things
lives.
to do now.
They're not in the city. It used to be big, but my roommate, I'm lucky that we were both in the same league, so there's always going to be us two watching Red Zone with our charcuterie boards and
yes, I saw that. Jay posted that. But it's always good. Like even I guarantee there's a bunch of chirping that was going on in your.
Well, we have a group chat.
Yeah,
and
a group
that's
chat.
The next best thing to all being present is having the group chat, and you got the gifs flowing, you got picks going, you got trash talking. It's good.
Yeah, that's how I feel about football. I just hope the NFL they probably will ruin it by adding more and more days to their calendar, but. Yeah, that's the one thing about football. Other than getting destroyed in your fantasy, anything else go on this week, Wells?
It's
how's baseball going? You done with baseball or what?
Baseball's pretty much done. I have one softball team left. We're still in the playoffs. I'm not gonna go. Actually, whatever. I'll talk about it. I have no shame.
Talked about it last week.
No, but I had a playoff game on Saturday, and it was if we lose, we're out. If we win, we go on. And I came up to the plate. We were down by 2 with the bases loaded, 2 out, and I struck out with the bases loaded. So I was kind of beating myself up over that. But that was it. Baseball's done for me. Softball, I got 1 team left. That was a grind, man. That was a nice 4-month grind.
Now, if you win no championships with 4 teams, are you done?
I've never won a championship since I was 10 years old.
I can't even. I can't.
It's just me. I don't win championships, whether it's fantasy, real life.
You are not a championship
anything,
guy.
Man. No, I'm.
You're a winner.
I'm not a champion. I'm a good glue guy.
Yeah.
I'm just not don't look at me for championships.
That's why you need me. That's all I'm saying.
Need you for what?
I'm a champion.
What do I need you for though?
The championship.
Of what?
I can take you there.
Doesn't matter
what?
Doesn't matter what you play. I won soccer championships. I won basketball championships. I won softball championships. I win
Soccer
everything.
championships.
I've never played baseball, but I bet you I'd be a champion. I don't have to contribute either. It's straight horseshoes. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you had it last week in fantasy, so you might be onto something.
So I went to London last week. That's why I wasn't.
No one asked, man. No. I'm just kidding.
All right, so moving on to
I'm just kidding. Tell us about your week in London,
because it looked awesome.
And you're not talking about London, Ontario.
No, I'm not talking about London, Ontario, UK. So I went to London. It was only 3 days, but it was like a whirlwind.
What? You did like a 3-day trip to London?
Only 3 days. Let me tell you, when I got there,
I've done like 4-day trips to London, Ontario. Mm-hmm. And you're doing 3-day trips to London, England.
So it's a 5-hour difference. So when I got there. So when I got there, I basically 3 o'clock in the morning, I think, for us. But it was like 5 o'clock there, so I had to stay up. Basically for the whole 3 days, my body did not know what time it was.
Yeah, it doesn't recover from that.
I couldn't have slept. I would just have gone.
I was getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning there, which was 3 o'clock in the morning here. Staying up, and then basically staying up all day. So, but anyway, London, it's a good town. We stayed in Notting Hill, a little house in Notting Hill.
Was that a movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
With Hugh Grant, right?
Yeah. Notting Hill would be the equivalent of, they told me, if you lived in Yorkville. That was the
look at you bougie boy.
Right?
That's the equivalent of Notting Hill.
I went to the nicest place in London.
Now, I had an argument with, the shopping and everything was great. Downtown's fantastic, just like any major city. I had an argument with someone over there though.
What?
Like full-fledged.
No, this is the thing. People in North America, now correct me if I'm wrong, don't talk about London like it's New York or something. Like, do you guys have a desire to go to London?
No, it's not the same.
I did see. That's what I thought.
I don't know what you mean. New York's
As like a
overrated.
major city, like New York. New York is a big place. LA is a big place.
But-
Do you think of London, England like that?
I think
Yes.
it's like that over for them over there. Of
course.
Like London is their New York.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got to go to New York or whatever for the weekend. But they're like, yeah, I don't really have. I want to see it, but I never had a desire to go like a New York or something like that. And I don't really hear people over here talk about, oh, I got to go to London. I got to go to London type thing. I don't know. So you're saying no, and
So you're saying that's what they think?
no, that's what they thought. London is like, oh, it's a must go. You have to go. I'm like,
Who's they?
The people I was arguing with. There's some.
Are they from London?
Yeah, the one girl.
And, like,
lives,
you gotta
the one
go to
girl,
London?
yeah, the one girl lives. The one girl lives in London. So
But well, it's that's the big thing there. So I get
Yeah,
it.
I think so.
It's like Paris. You gotta go to Paris,
yeah,
right? Same concept.
yeah, because I think London is like the New York of. You think
Europe?
wait, you said something weird to me. You think New York's overrated?
Yeah,
Wells?
New York is overrated, man.
Really? And you've gone obviously, clear.
Yep. 3 days.
I did a weekend. I didn't like it,
10 years ago.
and I'm done. Just immediately.
Okay, so you definitely need to go. And you went to Manhattan. I'm assuming. Or was it
I did as much as I could in 3 days. I went for a festival.
Okay.
Was
Was it in Manhattan?
Harlem?
Okay. Okay.
Rock the Bells.
No, but okay.
Oh, really?
Just say you went to
Yeah.
Rock the Bells.
okay.
You don't have to say I went to a festival in Harlem.
It's a festival in Harlem.
Just say you went to Rock the Bells.
Okay, sorry.
You went to Rock the
I
Bells
went to Rock the Bells
in Harlem.
in New York City.
But this is the difference though. Like you can't like Harlem, Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. They're all different.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but like,
But you would've
what
seen Manhattan if
You
you went.
wouldn't see me in Queens. What am I gonna do in Queens?
I went to Queens. That was the first time I went to New York. Went to
Unless I
Queens,
was
it
at
alright.
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Bronx, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Like
I don't even know where the state
Just
is.
you've been there.
I was there for
whatever.
3 days, and
You
I
saw
was
a lot.
like,
Interesting.
whatever. It's dirty here.
Yeah, it's a
You ever been
dirtier,
to Manhattan?
bigger Toronto. Yeah. I mean, I liked it.
I never did Central Park.
It smelled bad, and people sold stuff on the street way
Yeah,
too
it was
much.
dirty,
It's
man.
just way too much stuff.
I always describe it as it's a much bigger Toronto.
Yeah.
Sure, it's
much,
a
much bigger
bigger
Toronto.
everything.
But
Yeah.
stuff happened there that don't happen in Toronto.
Like
No one's gonna try to sell you fake jewelry in Toronto.
Yeah, they
in
will.
New York,
Yeah, they
every
will.
cycle. No, man,
I'll
no.
point you out to a place.
there's
can't-
plenty of places on Queen Street. There's plenty of places. I'll
There's
show it
plenty
to
of
you.
places everywhere in
Out in the
Toronto.
corner of the street, though, like the same way,
Not on the
Sure.
street.
like the same way people busk.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know in New York there's a lot more
Oh,
of
no,
that.
actually,
Actually, that's a
going on.
lie. There's more in New York, but on Queen Street, right in front of the Queen
There's
of
plenty of
Spadina-
places in Toronto.
Queen of
Plenty of
Spadina,
places.
there's a place that sells jewelry.
But I mean, okay,
Yeah, it's on the street.
Are we plugging that?
No.
what's their name?
There's plenty of people here listening. Queen of Spadina, what the hell's that? Yeah, I just think Manhattan is a bigger New York. I liked it a lot.
I like it, but I would notice I don't care to go. Like I wouldn't
I
be
like
like,
New York.
let's go to New York.
Oh, really? I love it.
Yeah.
I got complete trash there.
I need the beach, bro. If I'm gonna go somewhere, I need like,
There's a beach in New York.
but like the beach.
Coney Island. Coney Island? Yeah. Anyway, London was great. Piccadilly Square, which is kind of weird. You get the NFL banners up, which I seemed out of place.
So they have games there.
Yeah, it just seemed a little bit out of place.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. I would have loved to have seen like a soccer match or whatever, but didn't have
didn't
enough
you?
time. No, I didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I guess 3 days. Yeah.
Didn't have enough time. Like it was landed, ate, woke up in the morning, did the whole tour. Like I went to Buckingham Palace, tour of London, blah blah, whole day.
Did you do anything fun?
Basically, yeah. Basically, the tour was it. Had lunch where London Tower Bridge. The next day, hopped on a train, went to a wedding, and then from the wedding, that night left, came home. So it was basically a whirlwind. But looking forward to going back maybe again. Maybe.
You didn't sell. You definitely didn't sell me on it.
That is hilarious.
I went, and that's basically it. I went to London, and that's basically it. Yeah, so, yeah, that was my trip. It was fun. Recommending warrants? You guys got any recommends and warrants
Oh man,
for this week?
I gotta bring this up.
I gotta recommend.
Well, let's go.
This is the time of the year. It's like the summer's pretty much done, but we get like I think like this week and next week we're gonna have like summer days, but the nights are kind of cool.
Yeah.
So my recommend is sleeping with your window wide open. It's a nice cool breeze at night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I do that now. I do that any day.
I just
No, but
always
there's
do
some
that.
nights in the summer where it's like
Steady.
It's too much.
where it's like
Yeah.
especially in the city, it's like really greasy. It's like really
It's greasy.
yeah. It's really muggy sometimes.
I get you.
But like now is like the perfect time. This and like April or May,
Yeah.
are like the perfect times. Actually, going into October, you can sleep with the window open and like you got like you're on your blanket. You got like one leg over top of it, one leg under. Like it's a nice breezy.
I guess like that.
That's my recommend. Warren, I got no warns, no negativity this episode.
I
guys.
have double recommends.
Wait,
Only-
question for you guys. Oh, I'm just gonna go back to where you're sleeping. Do you like sleeping when it's like freezing cold?
What do
You
you
like to wrap like if the room is like ice cold and you like just wrap yourself in a blanket? Yeah. So you like sleeping that way too?
Well, it's more comfortable that way because you're
Nobody.
warm.
It's better to be cold than warm, but freezing cold,
Like sleeping when it's like really muggy and hot is
gross.
It's hard to sleep.
can't do anything.
No, you don't like sleeping like that?
Not freezing. I think it's cool.
Like when the room is cold and you just wrap yourself in a blanket.
yeah,
You don't like that?
It's better that way than the other way.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I
That's why I just made the recommend.
Yeah, come on, man. Okay. So
I was just asking in the room. Just asking in the room.
okay, dual recommends. First recommend Hosier. I don't know if you guys know what it is, but a wedding song was Hosier.
Sorry. say
Take
again.
me to church.
Yeah.
Hold-
Take Me.
okay.
Has a new EP.
does
First
that mean?
song, a new EP is like it's like not an album. It's too short to be an album. So there's only 4 songs on it. The first song is called Nina Cried Power. It's a tribute to protesting. So
Tribute to protest.
basically the whole thing is it's Nina Simone, James Brown.
Like the James Brown.
Yeah, it's a tribute to those. So that's anyway.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
he was.
tribute to them. I was like, are they
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
song?
I thought he was on it.
no. It's a
I was
tribute
gonna
to
say,
them.
isn't he dead?
There's another artist that's on the record. His voice is incredible. The song is incredible. The EP is fantastic. Recommend. That's my short one. My real one though. Friday morning, BoJack Horseman season 5 on Netflix.
It's out?
Yep.
Yes. I've been waiting so long for this. Do you watch this, Wells?
It's overrated.
Oh my!
Get out of here.
my
Yeah,
God.
that's overrated.
Oh
I
man!
tried to watch.
Seriously?
I tried to watch it. My roommate's a big fan of BoJack, and I it was like
I mean,
the volume of jokes that come at you is overwhelming, and I'm like, stop, guys, stop it. Just pace yourself with the jokes.
You have to watch
It's
it more
very
than
in your
once.
face. What do you mean? Each episode?
There's different surfaces of jokes, so you got to watch it more times.
It's not for me, man. Like there's some shows. It's the thing about comedy is like comedy's very subjective. Like a lot of people like it, and I won't mess with that. Like
You watch Rick and Morty?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Same thing though.
Yeah,
it's,
man,
it's the
yeah,
exact
that's
same
what I'm
thing.
asking. That's what I'm asking.
And we're done.
Like
with that.
again, my roommate loves that show.
Yeah.
But I was watching. I was like, this is the same thing. It's just like in your face, in your face, in your face, in your face. Like it doesn't pace itself very well for myself. I'm more of like a slow burn type of comedy. I like stand up, right? Like like story wise.
Okay.
But like these shows are like very in your face references and boom 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 boom, which is great. Like that's a great show for Netflix. Like you can just get your fix. Same with like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I didn't like that show. Like it's
I didn't
just,
like that show either. But yeah, I couldn't get into it.
same thing.
You guys are just
Now, BoJack Horseman and Rick and Morty, these are the perfect adult cartoons.
They are
I
adult.
feel, because they deal with and you put me onto BoJack Horseman actually, Smythe, and there's a lot of like stuff where it's like, oh, like you can get really depressed, like you really feel for this character because he's just self-destructive, and sometimes you're just like, oh, that's pretty depressing. Same thing with Rick and Morty, like they deal with larger tops and stuff.
That's
like that.
because the writers are very depressing,
Yeah.
and it's like their inner self. They're
yeah.
putting it onto the TV screen.
The concept of BoJack is on the surface you get jokes like it's a regular sitcom, but then you're gonna take into account that most things are animals and they react to their animal personalities
Yeah, that too.
within their
I like that.
actual
Yeah, I
person.
like that.
It's such a great show. Anyway,
But
second one.
you juxtapose that to like something like Sasha's Party, which I can never get into. A lot of times when Sasha's Party, you know that movie?
with the bun and the sausage.
You
Oh,
ever seen
Sausage Party?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can never get into that. Like a lot of times when people like make adult cartoons, they go immediately to fart and poop jokes.
Yeah, oh, right.
Like
away.
immediately. I'm like I personally just can't get into that. That's why I like
Because Seth Rogen did it. Yeah. But
That's why I like BoJack Horseman and like Rick and Morty.
yeah.
So, any warrants? No warrants?
Nope.
No warrants. My recommend is Molly's Game. Have you guys seen this movie?
I would like to say no.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what took me so long to watch this movie, but when I actually watched it, I was like, wow.
Is that Aaron Sorkin wrote it, right?
Yes. Aaron, like,
With-
Idris Elba's best role.
No,
Hands down.
Let's
Hands down.
just calm down.
Hands down. His best role.
Wait, best role in what? A movie or best role in general?
Sorry. The Wire is his best role. Sorry. The Wire is his best role. This might be his second best. Just, like, there's a speech at the end. It's great.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, there's a speech at the end that... I'm not going to say anything.
So he lives to the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just ruined the whole movie, don't you?
There's a speech at the end that he says, you're like, wow.
Why can't you just say there was a speech? Why'd you say at the end?
Because it's Idris Elba.
But why
So
don't you just say there's a speech? You didn't have to say at the end. You didn't have to say at the
I'm
beginning.
not ruining anything by saying it.
Well,
Like,
I know he doesn't die if you wrote the movie.
no. Why would you think he dies?
I don't know. I don't know what this movie's about,
Oh
man.
my god. Are you gonna watch it now?
No.
It doesn't ruin anything.
Then get out of here. Get out of here.
No, you should watch it. Highly recommend.
I'm
Highly
gonna watch
recommend.
it.
Really good dialogue. Is Jessica Chastain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably one of our best female actresses working right now. Like it was that good.
Nice.
That good. So highly recommend. And if you guys follow me on Instagram and whatnot, you know I'm just burning through movies right
Burning through movies.
Jeez. Are you even watching them?
Did you watch all 100 top 100
now. Not yet.
movies?
Not yet.
I
get
saw
it,
you
get
go
it.
through like 3 Jack Nicholson movies
Yeah,
yesterday.
last night.
In
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like 2 hours. I was like, wait a minute. Are you watching these movies?
Skimming.
Just like last night. I'm burning. I'm trying to get all the top 100 fresh back in my mind. There's a few I'm like,
Did you watch Old Boy yet?
no, because my partner wants to watch it too. So I'm like, can I watch it yet? She's like, no, I want to watch it. I'm like, okay. It's because you recommended it, and it's on the top. It's on the top 100. I think it's 50.
Is it?
Yeah,
Nice.
I think it's
Okay,
like
you
56 or
definitely have
something
to
like
watch
that.
it, man.
I think it's like 56 or something. There's a few movies above it. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you know what's on the top 100? Coco,
And
which is kind of weird. I think it's the highest animated. No, no.
Recency bias, though. It's not the highest.
well, it's
animated.
higher
it
than
might-
Wally has to be ahead
it's
of
higher
it.
than
No.
Lion King.
No, I think sorry,
Nothing's
Lion
not
King's
even-
higher.
Yeah,
Lion
yeah.
King's higher, but I think Coco's.
Are you watching movies that you haven't seen, or are you just watching?
I'm rewatching everything.
He's
but
watching
I'm watching the whole thing, and there's a bunch on there I haven't watched, but I'm watching
Yeah.
everything.
What's number 1?
Shawshank Redemption. This is user.
Yeah,
not,
Yeah, yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
Which,
and then
you know.
Godfather 1 and 2 are next.
Wow.
Are you not going in any particular order?
No, I'm just like whatever I feel like. I have all the movies. I'm like whatever I feel like. I'll
and you just
pop
cross
it.
them off the list.
Yeah, just cross them off the list.
How many have you crossed off?
What?
Goodness.
He'll let you know when he's done. Like, come on.
I think I'm halfway through.
Although you did see Upgrade. I saw
Oh,
that.
so good, so good. So have you seen it?
No.
I talked to Mark. Shout out to Mark Fitness. He also watched it. He said the same thing. So fun, so fun. It gets a little bogged down with all the corporation stuff and this evil corporation. This
Yeah, but it's
everything,
quick.
it-
It's like
yeah.
easy.
I like the ending. Even the action. I like the way it's filmed and stuff like that. The action.
The action scenes were quick and
Yeah.
brutal, man.
Love that movie. That's another recommend right there. Yeah. So that's it. Recommend. I don't have any.
There's no
warrants.
warrants.
I don't have any warrants.
Okay,
man.
next week, guys, only warrants.
We should
I've been watching
do it.
nothing but good movies, so I'm like I haven't.
I'll
Yeah.
make a. Nah,
Yeah.
we're good. We're good.
Yeah, I've been watching nothing but good movies. Because you saw Black Klansman. Did you not, Smith?
No.
What did you watch?
We were supposed to go. We didn't go. Then.
Oh, okay. Because you said you're gonna go watch it. And you never watch it.
We
Okay,
were supposed
okay.
to- we didn't.
That's another one I need to watch. Probably might watch that next week. Yeah, so that's it.
So, sports?
I suppose.
There
I
you go.
guess we have to. I guess that's why we're here technically.
I guess.
Week 1. Oh, sorry. Before we go into week 1.
Oh, okay.
Before we go into week 1, because you guys made some predictions. I didn't get on this prediction train yet.
What do you mean?
Oh, for
Oh,
divisions.
for divisions?
Yeah. I didn't get on this prediction train. And you guys didn't also give me the wild cards, which I'll need from you guys anyway. So I'm just gonna quickly go through my predictions, just so it's out there. So we'll go AFC first.
Just go, man.
So for the East, I got the Patriots. The North, I got the Ravens.
Whoa.
South, I got the Jaguars. West, I got the Chargers.
You know, the Ravens are getting pumped right now. Just anyway, keep going.
Yep. Wild card, I got the Chiefs and Texans. But I want to get you guys wild card for the AFC. Can you do that right now, Smith? You got
Can
it?
you?
So right now you have the Dolphins, Steelers, Jaguars, and Broncos.
This guy took the Dolphins.
It was, you know what? In retrospect, it was not one of my better picks. But like, I felt like they really had it this time.
That division is like, it's like, no, you pick the Patriots and that's it.
Well,
you pick
like,
the Patriots until they lose, and that's
you
it.
have to obviously, like, you have to go Patriots.
If you said the Jets, I might have been with you.
No.
But you went Dolphins. Eh?
I got Pats and Chiefs.
Pats and Chiefs. You got your.
What were my division winners again?
So you got Patriots, Steelers, Texans, and Chiefs.
Yeah. Chargers
Uh-huh.
and the Browns. Here we go. The Browns, boys. The
Wow,
Browns
you
are my
are-
team of the year.
Oh my God. Want to hear a quick story?
Shoot,
I do.
So we were at the airport flying back from Indiana. Well, I guess we're in Chicago. And we're watching the game, the Browns game and the Steelers on someone's phone in a bar. And he's a huge Browns fan. And the Browns get the pick in overtime. And they run it back to the 20-yard line. And he's screaming. He's super happy. And this other guy who's standing beside him is like, the Browns never win. They suck. And the Browns line up for the game-winning field goal. And the Browns guy was like, yes, we're going to beat the Steelers. It's going to be so amazing. We're going to be so happy. And the guy right beside him's like, they never win. It's the Browns. Nothing can happen. And the field goal gets blocked. And the other guy goes, points right in his face. I told you they suck. And I walked away because if he punched him in the face, I would not have been
Browns
surprised.
fan.
at that
I went
moment.
to a Browns game, and I wasn't wearing any gear because I'm just there for the neutral. Because I really was
Yeah.
there for the basketball game and it's having the Browns up.
I just went.
I wasn't cheering. I wasn't saying anything. I was just sitting there. I was like, I'm just enjoying the game. I'm just here to enjoy the game. Those Browns fans, some of them looked at me and goes, "Are you a Browns fan?" Like they looked at me like they were about to fight me. I was like, "Are you a Browns fan?"
Dude,
I was like, "No, I'm from Toronto. I'm not."
I don't like football.
I've been to that stadium many times in my Steelers gear. And I have been spat at. I've been called names. Like, I've been called the N-word and like by another white guy. I'm like, what do you
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what? I've been called every name in the book there. Yeah, those Cleveland fans,
They love their Browns.
Browns fans and Raiders fans, I feel, are a
Different
different
level.
breed.
like Browns fans are just angry.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, they're just
A lot
it's
of
like
rage.
they've been locked up. They haven't had sex in 40 years.
They're just
like
furious.
they're just angry, hangry. They're hangry is what they are.
I went to watch the Raptors play the Cavs in the conference finals when they got there, and to get a boo and the Raptors with the foul line, they showed a picture of Ben Roethlisberger. They put him on the screen.
See,
and
this,
everyone's
this is the thing,
"Boo."
because and again, I went to the Cavs game as well that same weekend. Cavs fans and Browns fans, they're different.
Oh yeah,
They're completely different.
100%.
Browns fans are the crazy ones. I'm not scared of a Cleveland fan.
No, well,
Yeah.
Cleveland fans are winning. It's a different world, man. It's a different world when you're always
They're
winning.
just a
Anyways,
different
this is
breed.
the year the Browns make the playoffs, guys. I'm telling you.
You're still on that. And I'm like, see, Patriots are a must pick. You pick them every time until they show you're not going to win.
Well,
Browns, you pick them to lose every time
every game.
until they show you they
Dude,
can win.
That's fair.
best start since 2013.
And you said this last.
2004. Yeah.
2004.
And you
Oh
did say
my
this
God.
last. You did say it last season too. Wells.
No,
You
I
said
didn't say this
Yeah,
last
no, you didn't say they
No.
weren't in the playoffs, but you said they're going to be a lot better than they were.
They were. No, they weren't. They lost last. They didn't win a game last year. No, but come on, man. This team's so much better this
This
year.
team is better.
I remember last week I was talking about them, and I picked them to beat the Steelers.
Yeah, you
man.
did.
You
You
did.
did. They almost
You
did.
did.
They almost did.
Oh, who wins that game?
We all lose
Yeah,
because it's winners. We choose winners. No one chose a tie.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll get into that. Anyway, the rest of the picks. NFC East, I got the Eagles. NFC North, I got the Vikings. South, I got the Saints. West, Rams, and my wild picks are Packers and Panthers. Excuse me. Wells, do you want to do your wild card?
Yeah, remind me my division.
You got Giants, Vikings, Falcons, Rams.
Sorry, I said the Giants.
Yeah, you said the
You
Giants.
did. I remember that. I looked at you and I was like, remember
Giants?
last year you said
You
Giants
said the
were
Giants.
good?
Giants,
Vikings,
Vikings,
Falcons and
Rams.
Rams.
It's good picks.
You were instantly regretting the Giants, aren't you? The two of you for the East. I'm
Okay,
like,
and then I have
what's
Eagles.
wrong with-
Eagles as a wild card, and Panthers as my other one.
Eagles and Panthers.
What? Did I really take the
You
Giants?
took
Yeah,
the Giants.
I remember that very well.
You're gonna laugh at him.
Yeah.
So for the East, Smythe has the Cowboys. You also
Yeah.
have Packers, Panthers, and Rams.
Yeah,
was like,
Eagles,
what? I was
And
like,
he's
you
an Eagles fan.
Eagles and Vikings, because like lightning doesn't strike twice, man. And like I
The
said,
Cowboys.
no, but like I said, dude, Wentz is hurt. I don't know how else to
So
say
they
it.
won already.
But you know who I counted out? Them skins look good.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They look good.
No, they don't.
Ah.
Sorry, what did you say? Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Vikings. And who wins the AFC? Smite.
AFC?
AFC.
The whole thing?
Just AFC. Just AFC. I'm not going to have your Super Bowl picks.
The AFC is the whole thing. It's hard this year, man.
It's hard, eh?
I think this is the year that Big Ben goes home
Steelers,
Home
eh?
where?
to the Super Bowl.
What do you mean he's won it twice?
I know, but that's where his home is, man. Goes back home.
You guys are hiring the Steelers.
His home is in Ohio.
Whatever.
His
I don't
home's
know.
in the
I
Super
don't know what he
Bowl.
meant. I don't know what he meant. He also used the phrase last week, dump the bed. I was like, what is that?
I didn't want to swear, man. Did not want to swear.
You could have said poop the bed.
I could have. It's a good call.
Well, who wins the AFC?
Jaguars.
Jaguars. I got the Chargers.
What?
Yeah,
All right,
Chargers.
that's-
NFC. What do you got, Wells?
The Vikings.
Good pick. Not mad at that.
Thanks, man.
Smythe?
Rams.
Rams. I also got the Rams.
That's your NFC final right there.
I don't see anything stopping them this year.
Yeah, yeah, I also got the Rams. All right, so that's our picks. Let's get into. Oops, sorry. Oops, dropped my little fiddle stick. Let's get into week 1. The comeback from Aaron Rodgers. The comeback. So they were down 20 at the half, I believe.
They were down 17-0 at half.
17-0.
I can give you the whole recap if you want. Because
Shoot.
I had
Shoot.
softball all day, so I wasn't playing any games. I wasn't watching any games. I came home around like 7:30, 8, and I was like, okay, I can just sit on the couch and watch this game. And I watched start to finish everything.
No red zone for you? No red zone?
No, it's the Sunday night game, so there's no other games.
Oh,
to
yeah,
red
sorry.
zone, right?
My bad.
It's
Yeah,
by
yeah.
itself. So me and my roommate are watching this game, and we're just wow, Aaron Rodgers got hurt. This is terrible. Sucks for them. The Bears look insane. Khalil Mack looks possessed. He's literally ripping the ball out of Deshaun Kaiser's hands because Aaron Rodgers went down hurt.
Yeah.
The second they said that Aaron Rodgers was coming back to play, me and my roommate put a bet on. It was 10-1 for the Packers to win.
Yeah.
And obviously it came through. But
Yeah.
the second they said he was coming back, I'm like, this is crazy. I don't understand. They carted him off.
Mm-hmm.
They took him off on the cart.
Pulled a Paul Pierce right there.
Yep.
And he came back, and I don't know if
Dismantled
it
him.
was I don't know if it was mental for the Bears, but the fact that a man with one leg came out and carved them up for a whole half, so they had a chance to get a touchdown. They screwed up, and they were up. They got a field goal to start the third quarter. It was 20-0 for the Bears, and then that was it, man. Rodgers came out, wasn't really moving too briskly. He was moving gingerly, but his throws were crisp. This team was sparked. You saw for those 2 drives that they put Kaiser in, that it was
Yo, you know what?
miserable.
He started out fine.
Kaiser? No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yes,
had
he
two-
did.
two
He drove him. He
turnovers,
drove
dude.
him right down the field.
Yeah, and then he turned it over.
Khalil Mack ripped it from him.
Literally ripped the ball out of his hands.
Ripped him. And then after the screen, he picks the screen in.
Oh, my
but
God, dude.
the one change they made at halftime is Aaron Rodgers, instead of waiting to find the perfect throw, threw the ball in 2 seconds. Why
Yes.
are you letting this team run and get to you? You have guys that can get open. He's throwing touchdowns to guys just launching the ball through the air. And the plays are there. They're all in man coverage. They're
it's
all
just-
running straight downhill. You have the people, and all they did was say deep this way. The one over the middle, I forget, Randall Cobb. 70
Randall
touchdown
Cobb,
at the
where
middle.
he ran for 60 of it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying though, it's a man to man.
It was
So
slot,
if
yeah.
you beat your man,
Yep.
you're
But he
home
did it in
free.
the middle of the field, 10-yard pass.
Yeah,
And then
but
he just ran the rest.
That's what man. That's what you do.
No,
man,
I
man.
know.
And it's just making adjustments at the right time. But it shouldn't take you a half. to
And
figure
Nash
that
made a
out.
good point. He said it was all mental. The fact that he came in screwed with the Bears were on top of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like Khalil Mack,
I was about to bring up the Cleveland.
he's
Made a
And
difference
every
maker.
penny.
Yeah. Difference maker here.
Yeah,
if-
and then within the second he comes back, it's like the Bears were looking at everyone and being like, "What? I thought we took care of that." guy."
Yeah, I thought that was over.
And then they couldn't recover.
If they sat in a cover 3 for the rest of the football game, you're up 21 points, you're going to be okay. But NFL games are very long. That's the one thing I learned about this.
17,
Especially this
being up 17 is really nothing.
No.
That's what? That's 3
But
scores,
they
right?
did.
That's-
They were up
yeah.
by. They were up 20 nothing.
3
at one point,
touchdowns.
So
Yeah.
3
But
touchdowns.
An NFL
Yeah.
game is
But
very
still,
long.
you're spotted 20 with 30 minutes to play. You
how-
should.
You should.
With your quarterback has one knee. They had a chance to end the game with that dropped
that he
interception, and
But,
like that was just.
that happens.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers had nothing to do with that.
No.
Or did he?
Yeah.
mental.
No, and that's the thing is mental is a big part in any sport.
That comeback was meant to happen.
I think Aaron Rodgers is like. Remember how like golfers were scared of Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers had the same.
Effect on quarterbacks or
This
or
period.
defenses.
I think people are.
I just think
He is that good.
Yes, but I also think the Bears thought that he wasn't coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
And they were like, we
They're
got
gonna
this.
route
Like Deshaun Kaiser, like we're gonna whoever they want to throw in, it's not gonna happen. And then the second he came back, they're like, oh, we weren't expecting
No,
this.
but the game plan should have definitely changed. You cannot go straight man and blitz. I understand you hit him again, he's gonna be dead.
Yeah.
I get it, but you can't.
That's why I don't think he plays this weekend
I was kind of weird wondering
because
Well,
I think
trying
the
to scare me like
Vikings would maul him if he plays this weekend.
I think you'll try, and
No,
then
I don't think he suits up.
think they'll sit him.
Yep.
See, this is risky with the Green Bay Packers because I honestly can't think of another football player that is their team this much.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in football. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, that team is absolute garbage.
Tom Brady missed a year. They still made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I can't think of another football player like Aaron Rodgers.
I think
The team is absolute garbage
Yes.
without him.
I think you have half the teams in the league that are nothing without their starting quarterback.
That's not true.
I don't know, man.
I don't believe that at all. Look at the Rams.
Well,
They've had basically how many quarterbacks they had over the last 2 years, and they're still good.
no, they've only had one.
They had
Jared
Goff.
Goff.
The first year is the year he didn't play every game. He played every game last year.
No.
Every game this
Oh,
year.
sorry. Over the last 3 years. Excuse me.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
3 years.
Sorry,
Yes.
over the last 3 years. Excuse me. That's what
But they
I
were
meant. Sorry.
trash the first year.
Yeah.
Before he restarted his first year. Like if Big Ben doesn't play, the Steelers are trash.
That's not,
Not true.
Who's behind him?
Charlie Bash. Remember that one
Yeah.
year? Charlie Bash led them to the playoffs.
I'm telling you, you're going down the list, and we're like, no, it
No,
doesn't
no,
happen.
I
You know
agree.
what?
I
It
agree
doesn't
that
happen.
I agree that Rodgers is the most
Important player to
obvious.
his team.
Yes, or the one year where Peyton Manning was out and they had like that. Well, I forget who they had coming in, but they had all these like jobbers coming in, and they went like 2-16.
How about
Peyton
Andrew
Manning
Luck?
might be another one. Yeah, Peyton Manning might be
Yeah.
another one. Like
Andrew Luck?
he's
Andrew,
I guess they suck.
Maybe,
Anyway.
yeah.
but
Yeah,
they
maybe.
weren't that bad. Like
Yeah.
Brissett wasn't that bad,
Brissett's playing somewhere else.
but like the year that Peyton Manning got hurt
Yeah,
and
they're-
didn't play,
well, that's what they got Andrew Luck.
They were like, oh,
No, see,
they
look
were
at
like
the-
Andrew Luck is the MVP. I'm sorry, they were
He's
like
the result. Yeah.
They were like Peyton Manning is the MVP. Because,
no. I disagree with that because the team has actually gotten worse around him. Like when he had a better team, that's when he was winning. The Colts with Andrew Luck. The team has gotten worse without them.
Yeah,
Oh, he's been
I
in
don't
the AFC
think like
Championship.
him not being there last year.
They had a
was-
better team.
They may have won 2 more games.
Yeah,
yeah.
But no, if Rodgers not there, like obviously you saw
Yeah.
what happened
they're
in those
trash.
2 drives.
They're almost like the worst team in the league.
They
Without
are.
him.
They are soon.
And with him, they can go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's worth the money.
Yeah.
If you pay someone, you got to pay that.
They paid him everything.
Yeah.
which
Well,
kinda
that's
weird,
why he
though.
plays on one knee.
I think he's the only player that actually deserves all that money.
Okay, here's a question: if he did not get re-upped, do you think he would have came out?
No.
No.
No,
He had no reason to come out except for
because
the
that's
home
something.
opener.
Like if you're in the first game and you blow your knee out and you don't come back,
Yeah.
and people are like, "Wow, we spent all this money on this guy and he's not." He had something to prove, right?
Although
it's
we have-
the home opener. Home opener, you're playing
Season
the Bears.
opener, yeah.
You come out. If you come out and you throw 3 picks.
Although,
so
do we have evidence that he's never come out in a game where he could have? Where you think he could have?
I don't know, man. That guy's been hurt so many times.
know.
He's
I
hurt
know.
a lot.
Shoulders different, shoulders or knees are different. I'm just amazed, man. Like I want to know what the diagnosis is, but like to do what he did, again, like you said, mostly mental, but like he still made big throws. He still, bounced around in the pocket a bit. He wasn't as mobile.
He still ran when he had to run. His knees.
No, he didn't scramble at all.
He did
But
some
he,
running.
the way he was moving,
Yeah. Oh, he's hurt. Don't get me wrong.
they must have put something in him.
I think he's going to play next week.
I don't.
I don't think he's going to be moving around.
It's
a
not
lot
official
next
yet,
week.
right? They haven't
No.
posted anything
Well,
yet.
they're saying today it's highly unlikely.
Yeah,
Probably doubtful.
that's what I've heard.
Do I
That defense
switch?
will murder him.
It won't be a good time.
I mean, they were going to lose anyway. This Packers
Maybe.
Everyone's
I had to think about it a bit. Do you hear what Tom Brady said about him? This is like a couple years ago, though.
No.
If he was on the Patriots, he would destroy the league. He would throw like 700 yards every game. if you swap out,
I don't believe that.
You swap out Tom Brady.
Brady
That's exaggeration. Speaking in hyperbole, but if you swap out Tom Brady
for Aaron Rodgers,
I don't think the Giants get a
That's
Super Bowl.
also no, whatever.
I don't even think Giants get a Super Bowl.
Oh, probably
Not one.
not.
I agree with that.
Not one. I think Aaron Rodgers
Is he the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
talent wise? Yes.
What do you mean? What otherwise is there?
No, talent wise. I do this two different ways. There's the best as far as talent is concerned. Because if you look at the NBA, I think LeBron James is the most talented.
Is Aaron
basketball
Rodgers
player.
the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. That's all I want to know.
Talent-wise, yeah.
I don't need a breakdown.
I think
of-
But if
I
you're
think it's
talking
still
about-
Tom Brady.
If you're talking
if you were
about
to start a
accomplishment-
team right now, you
Aaron
have
Rodgers.
the first pick.
Aaron Rodgers.
Thank you. Okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
That's all I need to know.
You're taking Tom Brady?
For one
course he
season
is.
only?
Yeah.
One
No, you're
season
starting a
only?
team.
No, you're starting a
Oh.
franchise.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
For 1 year only, I still take Tom Brady because he can take anyone
still
and make
taking
them
Aaron Rodgers.
effective.
No, dog.
He's a winner.
No, you wouldn't.
Tom Brady is a more proven winner than anyone you've ever
Under
seen.
No,
Belichick.
how many
Under Belichick.
Super Bowls has Aaron Rodgers lost?
How many has he been to?
How many has he lost?
How many does he get knocked out of?
How
He's
many
not even
has he
healthy
lost?
enough to get
How
to as many
How many
Super
Super Bowls
Bowls.
has Tom Brady lost?
Listen, he's not even physically healthy enough.
Look at that grin.
He can't even be healthy enough to get to as many as Tom Brady's
my
been
God.
to. He's won that
Okay.
much.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, what if you take Aaron Rodgers and put him on the Patriots? What happens then?
They'd be good.
Good or better?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I don't think he can execute the way Tom Brady does. Tom Brady's execution, because that guy is not a prime body out there in the field. There's no way.
Tom Brady, I believe, is very smart. He's smarter than most quarterbacks. Because as far as talent's concerned, he has as much physical talent as Alex Smith.
Less.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the
probably
least.
less, yeah.
He's the least athletic person in the NFL.
Like, he doesn't throw down the field.
His execution.
but
all
he's
he
probably
does-
the smartest.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Next,
smart.
next to
smart.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
If I was making a team for 1 year, I'm taking that guy to win.
But see, Aaron Rodgers has a physical talent, plus he's smart.
But he breaks down. His smartness gets him
That's true.
injured.
That's true. Well, maybe he's not being protected enough.
He
I don't
is
think
more
he's
injury prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not getting protected enough. I don't.
No, he's running out of the pocket. Once you move,
He does scramble, yeah,
they
he
don't
does.
know where you're going. They can't
Yeah,
protect
yeah.
you
That's
once you're
true.
moving.
That's true.
Right? You can get hurt. Which mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's true.
my gripe.
Steelers and Broncos. So it's a tie game. Do you guys like ties? This is a tie game. 21-21. Do you guys like tie games?
Steelers and Browns.
Browns.
That's what I said.
You
know-
said Broncos.
Did I say Broncos?
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
But,
excuse me. Sorry.
I don't like tie games, but like
I don't mind. That's what I was like. Because
I
I
mean,
heard people,
shanking
like,
field
we should
goals.
get rid of ties. This shouldn't be a thing. I'm like, who cares? It's a regular season.
I don't care at all. To be honest. Like,
So tie game. Reason I'm on this is for the last 2 years, me and you, Wells, have been saying Roethlisberger doesn't. Well, not last two, but we said this last season, and it seems to be continuing. Roethlisberger does not look the same. Like I can't even put him in top 10. I don't think now.
he's thrown 10 picks. He's thrown 5 picks in a game before. It's normal for him. He'll have bad games.
He's frustrating, man. He's making some poor decisions. I didn't get a chance to watch this game, but I heard he threw 3 picks in the first, so I
don't think he has,
didn't
man.
see how
Yeah,
they
yeah.
happened. But I mean,
It's,
you know,
it just looked like I'm like, why are you doing? Like I saw him throwing these balls. I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, and again, he has because he always tries to extend a play, Smythe, and you are right. He's done this before.
Yeah.
But it's continuing on from last season. That's what makes me go, I don't know if he has it anymore.
Oh, he's going to throw picks. I don't know how else to say it to you, but like the way he plays, he's going to throw picks. But another
he's
thing,
also going to throw a lot of bombs.
and you got to remember this too. How much preseason did Ben Roethlisberger play?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, here's
It
why.
doesn't matter. How
Here's why
much
it
did
matters.
it doesn't matter.
I think if you're making throws that you're not seeing on a regular basis, you can't walk in week 1 and start making them.
Come on, man. He's been doing this for 15 years.
So
Preseason means nothing.
if he's been doing it 15 years,
That's
he
what
wouldn't throw
practices
picks.
are for.
He wouldn't throw
Come
picks.
on, man. Don't
All
give
I'm-
me that Jason Whitlock, like, bull crap. Takes.
Some guys need it.
No, they don't. You think Ben Roethlisberger really needs a preseason game to figure out how to throw a football to the guy he's been working with for 8 years?
No.
Why?
No, he doesn't.
Why did he throw 3 picks? Almost
Because
exclusively
why did he throw 5
trying
picks?
to
It's
throw
to
to
win a
Antonio
game.
Brown.
No, man.
He was almost exclusively trying to go to Antonio when he threw those picks as well.
Sometimes you have to give it up for the defense too.
Usually he targets Antonio Brown most of the time. He does
I
that
know,
all the
well,
time.
no, I'm saying
Over
though,
10 times a game.
he threw 3 picks trying to get the ball to him. All I'm saying is they would have benefited from more time playing together.
No,
That's all I'm saying.
What? One more time. They've been playing together for 8 years.
But if they didn't play together for the last 2
that
months,
doesn't matter, dude.
Okay.
Look, do we
You
need
know-
to
you know
have
what?
a pre-game before we did this podcast? We did 30 episodes before.
all I'm saying is other teams warm up and other players get together and throw the
Who
ball.
else? Give me a great example. How many quarters did Tom Brady play this year with his receivers that he doesn't play with very much? Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers played 1 quarter this preseason. Jared Goff did not take 1 snap this preseason.
Some guys need it.
No, they don't, man.
That's all I'm
him.
saying.
Yeah, you know who does? Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, guys who've never stepped on the field.
Matthew Stafford. Some
Yeah.
guys, he
probably needs less.
Some guys need it. That's all I'm saying. And I think Ben's one of those guys.
I saw,
No, he
I saw a
doesn't.
power ranking list that had Stafford as number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's not that. Did you watch the game?
He's a great quarterback.
yeah, I watched that game. That was
made-
brutal.
Did you watch the game?
He made very bad
my
reads that game.
He was also hurt.
And he's also
Okay,
throwing
okay.
every single play. But he's a great quarterback. So, guy, the top
I don't think
quarterbacks
he's
have that.
great.
I don't think he's great.
What?
What's he
At
ever
one
done?
point he was.
What's he ever done?
Yeah. At one point, maybe 2 years, he
How
might
many
have been top
playoff
5.
games has he won?
No, he's not great.
Exactly.
Oh, we can say the same.
And you know what? He was great. You know who carried him for a bit was Megatron.
Yes.
So,
And those were
Hey.
a few of the years where he might have been the best.
You always need one guy. You always need a guy.
hey man,
Like Antonio
Matt
Brown.
Ryan made a career off Julio Jones. So
Yeah, you need a guy.
You did mention last week Smythe Connor had a great game. 135 yards.
Yep. I don't know what Le'Veon Bell's doing right now, but
sweating.
I don't think he's playing this week either.
You think he's sweating?
Yeah.
I think he's.
Someone just showed him how replaceable
Easy it
he
is
is
to be a running back for the Steelers.
They still lost. Well, they tied. I didn't say they lost, but they tied.
They put
him,
up 21.
It doesn't matter. What was he going to do? Run for 200 yards and make them win?
Mm-hmm.
That O line is good enough that you can plug anyone in. They did it with D'Angelo Williams when Le'Veon Bell was suspended or hurt. Like, don't get me wrong, Le'Veon Bell is tremendous.
I think he's way better than Connor. Way better.
Is he though?
Yeah.
I don't think I think way better is a huge overstatement.
Is he better? Who would you rather have? Obviously Le'Veon Bell. But for the amount of money you're going to pay for James Conner, the amount of money you're going to pay for Le'Veon Bell, I'd rather have James Conner.
That's what I said.
I'll always say the money. Yeah, in football especially, you really got to think about the money.
Oh, you're going to get, 5 more yards out of Le'Veon Bell? That kid had a great game. I'm not saying, now, if he does it again this week,
He averaged
now
about
we
4,
have a thing.
Yeah, he averaged about 4 yards per.
Yeah, but he's catching. He did everything Bell does, right? Because remember, Bell is a dual threat, and a lot of players don't have that where they're catching the ball and they're running every down. That kid went in and did it like he was Johnson, like he was DJ out there. He had a great game, man. And if he does it again, if I'm Bell, I'm like, ugh, it's money out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Now you both have them winning the division, I think.
Yeah, there's no one else.
It's a tough division.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, tough as in tough to gauge. Like, I feel like the Steelers are clear cut, and then after that, it's a toss up. It could be anyone. But I did say it was the toughest division because I don't think anyone's really that bad.
Cincy might be
They're gonna go 2. They're about to go 2-0.
yeah.
So they're great.
They're
I
the
don't know
best
if
team in
they're
the
great.
league after tonight.
Yeah.
It's 28-14 right now.
Yeah, I'm
see,
very,
I
I'm
gave
very,
you that.
and I was high on the Steelers because of their offense alone. Because I don't like their secondary.
I've never liked their second.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna make playoffs this year.
Who?
The Steelers. I don't even have them making the playoffs.
They're
So.
always there.
This
I can't-
podcast is done.
I can't think of a year they weren't there.
No, they're always there. I think.
This is the year.
I don't think Roethlisberger has it anymore. The Le'Veon Bell stuff is going to be trouble for them. I believe
They're going to release him.
they would trade him. I think they should
they
trade.
would trade him before
Trade
they
him.
release him.
For what, a 4th rounder?
What?
Guy's
they
not.
get
It's
first round.
Le'Veon Bell.
A guy's
First
not
round.
playing. What are you
They
going to
get
get
first
for him?
round. But Le'Veon,
They
he's
trade
still
him
Le'Veon Bell.
Washington and get something.
You know where I think he should go? Green Bay.
Yeah, I go to Green Bay.
Juicy. There's no money. Like, they can't pay him.
Yeah.
All the money's in Aaron Rodgers.
Would you like to play for
Pretty
peanuts?
much.
Or
Who will stay playing on Green Bay though? I
you
can
got some
He
great
could go,
peanuts.
He could go to New England. Like
They're
Garrett Blunt.
They're not
did.
going to bear him. They're not going to pay him there either.
And they don't want the head case.
Yeah, I think Green Bay's a great landing spot for him.
It's a great landing spot.
He won't go there.
If I were him, I'd go to the Raiders.
No, he'll go somewhere in the conference.
Peter
Maybe
Finesse.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Fournette's hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Finette is hurt. Yeah. Go to the Thursday nighter. Falcons, Eagles.
Oh man, this game was like a week ago.
I know.
You guys get that in London?
Eagles didn't look that impressive. I found like
No, both teams didn't look impressive. They both look like crap.
they
Wow.
and it could be just because it was early.
No,
Yeah, you don't think so?
You got two
Or you do think-
championship.
I think it
caliber
has something to do
teams.
with the weather.
Yeah. And
I mean, they waited like what 45 minutes to start that
Yeah.
game.
delay, and you have top tier defenses and top tier.
No, Atlanta's on a top tier defense.
They're pretty good.
No, they're not.
They don't get scored on a lot.
That was not a good game.
I wouldn't put them like
That was a bad
top
game.
10 defense or anything like that.
Well, the Eagles are playing the backup quarterback.
He won the Super Bowl.
Which you rave about. You
I-
rave
I-
about this
He
guy.
won
I
the
think he's
Super
great,
Bowl
but
for
he's
them
not the
against
starter.
your
And I believe in the
great
last
New England team.
I believe in the last podcast you say you still don't believe in Wentz.
He doesn't. But his team name in fantasy football is Wild Wild Wentz, so he believes in something about Wentz.
He's my quarterback.
No, he's not.
Very faulty your quarterback. Anyway, you're going to say something.
I mean,
Sorry.
for my team. You're right though. It was not an impressive football game by any.
I just had so many chances in the red zone, and
Yeah.
Matt Ryan looked doo doo.
yeah, man, yeah.
Well, Matt Ryan, I don't understand. He had 7 shots to win this football game and went to Julio Jones 5 times. Julio Jones said, "You don't have to go to me in the red zone." Before this game started, you have a little rookie who would love to make
Calvin
his
Ridley,
name.
yeah.
He would love to make his name. And if you're Sanu sitting there just not getting they threw to him once. Sanu got 1 target out of those 8 plays. And Freeman was hurt?
He got
So
hurt. He got
so
banged up.
the other guy was in. Like, how are you
Tevin
not?
Coleman.
How are you not trying your back? How are you not trying your slot? Like, I didn't understand it, and I'm just like, well, this is how you lose a football game. All day they literally doubled Julio Jones, not like a safety over top helping. They virtually doubled, and the last play he caught it, and they just pushed him out of bounds. Game over. Disgusting.
That's you pretty
You're an
much said it
Eagles
all.
fan.
You pretty much just said it all. Has Bryant found a home yet? I was thinking about that. Right
Who?
now.
Dez?
Dez
No.
Bryant.
I read earlier this week that he might go to Oakland. And Martavis Bryant is reinstated.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they have Amari Cooper, Jordy Nelson, Dez, and Martavis Bryant. What a group of receivers, but a lot of headaches there.
Oh, the Raiders. I don't know what they're doing over there, man.
They got pumped on
Yeah.
Monday.
I think John Gruden looked at that team and said, "We don't have it."
I don't know,
honestly,
man.
I don't think they have it.
They
I don't think
started.
have
They
it.
had a good first half. Everything started great. Marshawn Lynch had a classic touchdown. I don't know if you guys
that
saw
was
it.
one of my favorite touchdowns
Literally,
of the
just
year.
like
Well, I guess
I don't know if you got
Yep, just got
the
pushed. Just got shoved.
you got shoved in or he helped. Like there was like at
was
least
awesome.
12 men.
I loved it.
in total on that.
That's
Yeah,
Marshawn
That was
Lynch
vintage
running.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna like he did his last season too. Like he's gonna be hot, and then later on, he's not gonna be there.
If you're not in the contention, he's not giving it.
Exactly.
And
And
that's
he has
who
no
he is.
reason to.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
that's-
he was there. He's brought
Wow.
there to go home and to help them make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If they're not in contention, why is he going to waste his time? He has valuable time.
He'll protect his body.
Valuable time.
He does, man. Does Marshawn Lynch seem like the guy who would waste his time on a 4-6 team
Yep.
and he's going to run something in? No.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Like you say that, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm at the same time, it's like, do your job, man. Anyway, that's it.
agree.
Anything else in the week that stood out to you guys? You want to speak on?
Oh my god, there's so many games, but we can't touch them.
Usually, I leave this time for something stood out to you guys. Wells, you sound like you had something.
I don't know, man. Like, Mahomes looked good in KC.
Yeah.
Stepping in, taking over for Smith. And Smith looked good for Washington.
Yep.
Yes.
They're two completely different quarterbacks.
Now
The
Mahomes-
Bills look like
Oh my god.
like that. They might not win a game this
Who
year.
they,
No,
who, they,
no.
who they announced? They just said
Josh Allen.
Josh
started
Allen.
this week.
Josh Allen.
It's a better option.
Yeah.
I
I think their other option was you, Smythe. I think that was their other
right?
option. That's
But
like,
the thing I hate is that I made this call. Do you know what I mean? Me at home made this call. Just start the rookie. Let him get thumped.
here's my problem with them starting him is, well, I don't deny that he has the talent. Is look what they're doing in Cleveland with Baker Mayfield. They have two quarterbacks ahead of him. He's not going to play a game this year.
no. I think it's smart. I think that's smart.
Yeah, Josh Allen, I don't think is ready this year. And here's what they're going to do: they had no veteran. They traded the veteran quarterback to
Yeah.
the Raiders, who's going to mentor him. I don't understand why they did that. and they went with Peterman instead, which is like, did you watch the game he started last year against the Chargers where he threw 5 picks?
Hey,
He came out. He is the worst quarterback in the history of the NFL, according to QB rating. His QB rating went up when he threw an incomplete pass instead of an interception. But like, I don't think it's fair for Josh Allen to go out this year because he's gonna get shredded. He's gonna get torn apart, and because they don't have an O-line, they don't have a team.
No, they have a team. Period.
I think I'm not saying he's a great hope. What I am saying is if if Peyton Manning could go out and go 2-14,
Peyton Manning
and then Andrew Luck went up, he went out and went 2-14 as well. I think that Josh Allen could go out and go 2-14.
You are comparing Josh Allen to arguably the second or third best quarterback of all time.
That's why I pulled back and said Andrew Luck. Both of them the same system under the same.
2-14
first
Josh
years.
Allen was
tons
the
of picks.
third quarterback taken in the draft, so there's 2 guys ahead of him.
Yeah, but that doesn't
really mean anything.
doesn't mean-
No, it does because if he was that great, he would have got taken first.
I get it.
No,
I get it.
Drafts
but
are usually guesses, but anyway, you're hoping someone flourishes. But I still agree with you, Wells, that
the Bills have their future.
I don't know if he is.
There's nothing better than him. You might as well put him in and
I
see what
agree
you
with
got.
that, but like, why do you need? You're not going to win this year. You're not going
You're
to.
throwing him to the Lions for
Why
what?
not just get like a veteran
All
quarterback?
the other guys all lost when they went in. That's the one.
Which
Look
other
at
guys? Sorry, which other guys?
just Peyton Manning,
Oh,
Andrew Luck,
Yeah, but like,
Garrett
No,
Goff.
man.
Goff went in his
also,
first year,
Peyton
got
Manning
beat
didn't
down.
have a team. When he
Carson
started.
Wentz went his first year, got beat down. It's in the NFL now. These kids play.
oh, I understand that. I think it's
I also
wrong.
agree with that too because they're getting paid a lot more money.
Yeah, I think it's
But-
wrong that they do that.
But there's nothing wrong with him sitting 1 year. They're not going to
Yeah.
win this year. So what does it matter if he's out there getting his ass kicked? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what does it matter?
come
Why
back
not have
up.
a veteran?
These
like,
other-
like New York's doing it right with Josh
Yes.
McCown as their backup. Like he could step in and do better than Darnold, but he's there to coach him, right? Like,
And that's fine. Darnold's playing.
they need someone like that to come in and,
You know
and
what?
get his butt kicked
Yes.
for 16 weeks. But he's showing Josh Allen
what
like,
to do or what not
exactly
Yeah, and
the
I,
right way.
you're right about that. And they traded that guy away.
How long?
Yeah.
did Rodgers sat behind
5 years.
For,
Favre.
was it Favre? Was it
No,
5?
5 years.
Wow, I thought it was
Yeah.
3.
No, that's extraordinary though.
That was a different time. I will agree with you, though, Smythe. But
Yeah.
I'm still of the mindset that quarterbacks, I think quarterbacks, they need to sit for at least a year.
They don't sit, man.
And
Especially,
they don't.
especially,
They don't.
especially
I know they
like
don't.
the
Cam
like,
Newton
okay,
didn't
like,
sit.
like guys
Nope.
like Russell Wilson who were like second or third round picks.
Didn't
like
sit.
that's different though. Like they have something to prove, whereas like these like guys like Baker Mayfield.
Wilson was also kind of different because the defense was carrying that team.
No,
and
totally.
you also had Marshawn
That's a good
Lynch.
point. It's a good point. And Dak Prescott's another example too of like
That was
kind
an
of like
injury,
guys
though.
flying under the radar.
Yeah, that was a Tom
where
Brady.
like you didn't expect much out of them.
Yeah.
But like these guys like Darnold and Baker Mayfield, I think they need like the right coaching. Like they're not going to win all year, so why not teach them to be a good quarterback or a good teammate, and then second, third year you start like.
You're right about the coaching, but
don't know.
I think you play him.
But you are right.
But
that
then
teams-
we look at last year when Deshaun Watson came in for T.J. Yates after the first half, and the guy tore it up for 7 weeks. And it's unfortunately he got hurt, but like. You don't know. You don't know what you have. You don't know what you until you play it. Maybe Josh Allen comes out and he tears up everyone, and the Bills somehow do well.
Don't lose.
But you never
I
know
don't-
what
I
could
don't-
happen until you try it.
Yeah, I don't expect winning.
Yeah, Jimmy G might be an example of this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jimmy G had what 3 years under Tom Brady's
Exactly.
wing?
3 years under Tom Brady's wing, and now we'll see what happens to him this year.
He's
but-
established.
Yeah. You guys talked about Darnold. I was going to bring up him.
Last week
anything
was
else?
his first loss. Jimmy G.
Well, he played the best team in the NFC.
He can
so-
fall into depression and just get crushed.
I don't think. Yeah, they're not going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be that
No,
good.
no one talks
They're-
about them.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be that good.
Don't
this year.
judge him after 1 week against.
I-
the
No,
Vikings.
I just don't think the team.
There's
is
no
ready.
talent.
Yeah, I don't
Who
think
the
the-
hell's good on that
That's
team?
not true. That's not true.
You guys are in the room. Both me and Smite looked at Wells like, what?
Anyways, they
I
played.
mean, they're okay. I
don't think
They
they're
hung.
playable.
They hung with the Vikings in Minnesota for most of the game.
Yep.
Vikings look good though. Kirk Cousins look good. He's got 2 good receivers. He's got a perfect tight end for him. He's got Dalvin Cook is healthy this year. That team is going to be so good.
He walked in there and he was like, "This is so much better than what I left."
Yeah.
That team that didn't
Because
want
he's
to
also
pay
got
me.
$30 million a year in
Yeah,
his pocket.
that
but
team that didn't want to pay me. That situation was so much worse than this guaranteed money situation I'm in right now.
That division might be the worst division.
What? East?
Yeah, no, it's West, isn't it?
No.
San Francisco plays in the West? Or, sorry.
Oh, the West?
San
Yeah.
Francisco.
All the Rams were there.
Rams, and then you got Arizona and Seattle.
Yeah, you got a clear winner and 3 other teams.
Yeah, that might be one of the worst.
Yeah.
Well, he can learn because they could kind of beat up on those bad teams, but yeah, I don't think San Francisco's ready yet. Quite ready yet. Anything else stood out to you, Smythe? Or no, that was it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm good.
I'm good. All right, let's get on to some picks. All right, so last week, any idea who won?
I did.
Don't look at the sheet.
I'm looking.
Wells won the week.
I did not do very well.
Wells won the week. Smythe, you were 2-5. 2 of 5, excuse me.
2 and 3. 2
What?
and 3. 2 losses, 3.
Yes,
2 wins, 3
You're
losses.
both
Oh,
right.
sorry.
at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
sorry. Yes. I got 2 and you got 3. Wells.
I got 3.
Oh, I thought you had 5.
No, I had.
Well, we tied. You couldn't get anything
yeah,
on that one.
yeah.
Everyone tied.
Everyone lost.
My worst pick was the Broncos because when I look back at them, I'm like, why did I pick the Seahawks? They suck. that was my worst pick.
Oh, and you also took the.
I don't regret
the
that.
Falcons.
I don't regret that because I think the Falcons are going to be better this year. Even though I don't have them making the playoffs. And Smythe is 0-1 in time zone games. We are going to keep track of this this year. 0-1 in time zone games.
All right.
All right, so let's move on to some picks. Wells, we got Panthers at the Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons for 2 reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is they got dummied last week. Not dummied, but they looked
They
terrible
lost
last
in the
week.
end zone. Yeah.
Okay, they
did not look good.
They had more time off than the Panthers did. And my number 2 reason why is because in my fantasy team, I'm going against Matt Ryan. So I know Matt Ryan's going to torch me. It's just the way that works.
Just the way.
So I'm taking the Falcons.
And you also
way
have them
of the
win the playoffs, so they have to win.
Yep.
They should win.
They should win. Smythe.
They're at home. I don't know why you guys don't think of this. They're at home.
Oh, here we go.
They're 0-1. And like Carolina's due for a dud. Now,
Dude, we're 1 week in.
yeah. Now, here's the thing. I really, really liked how the Panthers played last week.
Did you? That was a boring game.
Oh my god! But you know what though? I think they're at their best
They beat up the Cowboys.
when Cam
Was it
Newton
14?
snaps the ball and just dives for 3 or 4 yards every play if he wants to.
It was 14-8 against Cowboys, I think it was.
Yeah, I was in a bar after a softball game watching
Nice
that. and I
slow
was
football.
Snoozing.
And that's how they win. But it's gonna be close. That's what I'm gonna call a close game.
Close.
Who'd you pick?
I
Falcons.
pick
You got Falcons.
win outright Falcons.
Yeah.
If the spread is 6,
No, we're not doing this spread.
but
again.
if there was a
But you
spread,
can add a spread. But
I
we're just
would
doing
take
picks,
Carolina. Yeah.
Yes, it's minus 6 for the Falcons.
I would still take the Falcons.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got the Panthers.
Wow, again, eh? Mm-hmm. Going back to the Panthers. Well,
Going back, it served me well last year.
Yeah.
Served me well last year. Vikings at Packers. Smythe, who do you got?
Vikings.
Vikings. Any particular reason?
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to play. They're going to limit him.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be down a lot. They're going to pull him.
Either. What else you got?
I would have the Vikings either way,
Either way.
but
Same
I
reason?
don't think Rodgers is going to play because they don't want him to get crushed by the Vikings D.
You're like impeding death if he plays.
I also got the Vikings. I said same reason. You brought this up earlier. Like that, even if he plays or not plays, that defense is just gonna destroy the Packers. The Packers are -1.
Actually, if what I've seen in the official Vegas things, it's a -1 if Rodgers plays, but it's a plus. It's a -7. If,
Oh, okay, if he doesn't play. I didn't
for
know
the
that.
Vikings.
I didn't look that up.
If Kaiser plays.
Yes.
Browns at Saints. Wells, who do you got?
Ooh.
This is important. This is important because you got the Browns.
I know, but
Much improved.
the Saints got embarrassed by Fitzmagic at home, and there's no way they're going to lose 2 at home to start the season. No offense to the Browns, like I know I'm all for the
Now
Browns
this
year.
is rough. Well, I don't know if this counts, but a lot of times when you lose 2 games, the first 2 games, that's
I wouldn't
second
say
death-
2. 3, you start.
3,
really
that's a
worrying.
deathlock. But 2,
No,
that's hard.
4 is a deathlock. 3 is like
Well, 2, you don't make the playoffs.
That's not true.
Not true. It's like 70. It's like 75% or something like that.
That's pretty.
2 is pretty high. 3 is like
Three
That's
is like
that's
you-
a far shot. 4,
Yeah.
you're done. Don't even bother.
Yeah, 4 of the season's over.
Chargers wasn't in the playoffs last year when they were 0-4, but
Yeah, that often does that happen.
no, I got the Saints. It's tough to bet
Saints.
against them because, like I said, they already lost 1 at home. They got embarrassed by the Bucks last week.
I got the Saints by 2 touchdowns. Don't even have to talk about it.
Wow. Okay.
I also got the Saints. Saints are -9.
Yeah, that's about right.
Chiefs at Steelers. Smythe, who do you got?
It's a good game, man. Mahomes, dud. Steelers.
Steelers, eh?
Yeah, they're not gonna not win.
Yeah.
They're at home.
So wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say? Who do you got?
The Steelers aren't gonna not win. I said the Steelers.
Oh.
You keep wording it wrong.
Hey,
like-
man. Fancy,
that English?
complicated.
Well, he said
English.
Mahomes, and then he's like Steelers. I'm like, what?
I said Mahomes, dud.
And he said not win. That's like,
Dud? Why dud?
It's time. The Steelers. It's the Steelers.
so you are
You
the
have-
Steelers to win the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna go to Tyreek Hill too often. It's not gonna work out.
Wells? Again, this is rough for you.
I
You
have-
said they're going to win.
I have the Steelers,
Steelers.
home opener. Probably a little salty after the tie to the Browns last week. Yeah, I mean, I think Mahomes does well in Pittsburgh. It's going to be a shootout. I think it's if you want to bet the over on this game.
Not really sold in their offense that great.
What?
The Chiefs, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Defense,
They
solid.
put up what?
Yeah.
How many points last week against the Chargers?
They're mean. That's a good team.
It's going to be a high scoring game.
Chiefs, yeah, the defense I like. I'm picking the Chiefs. And last game, Giants at Cowboys. Well, so you got.
Oh man, Giants.
You
I
sound
mean-
so reluctant to pick that. Well, whatever.
I mean, apparently I have the Giants winning the NFC East, so
So you might as well start
might as well,
riding it now.
might as well go with that. The Giants are 0-1. They need
It
to
was
win.
your like wild card pick. You said.
What do you mean?
You said it's a wild card pick.
What?
What?
Like you were like it's an out the box wild.
I don't remember taking them last.
No,
like
it's
I don't
too
remember
bad.
taking them,
You
but
took
I
them?
do have
The
Philly.
Giants? You don't remember picking the Giants?
No, I don't.
You must have been in a drunk haze. Because
Yeah.
No,
you
I
said it, I was
wasn't.
It's
like,
gonna be
wow.
off the wall.
Because you said their O-line was great, and Odell Beckham Jr. got his money.
And
Like, you know,
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, who didn't look good. Who
Eli's on
didn't
his
look good.
last year. Okay, yeah. You know
He
what?
did not look good. He did not look good at all.
You know what?
He had a
the
75-yard touchdown. What do you mean it looked good?
No,
Giants.
not Eli.
Saquon had a 75-yard touchdown.
Barkley looked good. Yeah, the Giants, man. I'm gonna ride them.
It was like 2-yard, 2-yard, negative 2-yard, 70-yard.
they're fine.
I missed that. I must have missed that. Sorry. I apologize.
And Dallas is crap, man. They got nothing. They don't have any
have
receivers.
nothing. They
Name me a
have
receiver on
nothing.
their team. Exactly.
No receivers. The O-line
tight end.
beat up.
Oh, Cole Beasley. There you go. That's receiver right now.
That tiny little beat.
They gonna win this week though.
Oh,
You have to win. Because you have to win the division. They have to win.
They gotta win a lot. It's a home opener. It's Dallas. They're at home. The O line's good. They're gonna be
it's a Sunday night game too, right?
yeah, and they're gonna just figure it out from last week. You don't.
Figure it out.
Yeah, you can't put up 9. They're the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they're the Dallas Cowboys. Exactly. You're
put
talking
up
like
9.
there's some kind of dynasty. They're the Dallas Cowboys.
Nah, Des Bryant doesn't affect this team that.
I'm not saying Des Bryant. They
Why
don't
are we
have no
talking about
receivers.
Des Bryant.
Des Bryant's not on the team. It's not about Des Bryant.
That's what I
They
said.
have no receivers.
Without him. That's
The
not
O-line's
like-
beat up. They're
old.
Elliott
I do say
didn't look that good last week.
Yeah. Dak Prescott, I think, is trying to figure it out now.
Yeah.
Like he had that one lucky year, and now he's trying to figure it
No.
out.
He's overrated.
The
Last
defense,
year,
the defense is much improved. The defense is improved over last year, but I think they're gonna be battling for last place in that division.
Nope.
Suck it.
I also got the Giants. All right, that was it. Football is back, baby. Football is back. All right, moving on. Top 5. We got a top 5, and I'm up to bat.
This guy gave himself the first top 5.
That's fine.
I
He
was
let
getting
it
the
off
first
last year.
I always get the first top 5. Leading off. All right, so my top 5, since I've been just burning through movies like crazy, I'm going to go top 5 male actors of all time.
Why not just actors in general? Why does that have to be male?
I might go.
Does that
Female. I
kinda
might go
sound
females later
sexy?
because I want to save that maybe for later.
Oh my god.
It's not sexist. I
Top
might do it
fives
later.
all years to me movies.
That's what I like. That's what I do. What do you want from me? You can go top 5 video games if you want.
I'm going to. I'm going
All
to.
time.
All right, are you going from 5 to 1?
5 to 1. Number 5, Marlon Brando. So most people probably know him most for the Godfather movies and that stupid thing he did for Superman 1, I believe, where they paid him a crazy amount of money. I have to put Marlon Brando on this list because before Marlon Brando came onto the scene, the way
Came onto the scene.
I like that though.
the way
that.
actors were, and if you watch the older movies, the actors acted like they were in a play, like they played it for the camera, and they were acting like it's like I gotta speak for the back row.
He's the
type
first
thing, and he was the first one to
Hollywood
actually bring
actor.
into that the realness, like when he did a Streetcar Named Desire.
But wasn't he also like one of the first actors to be like method? Like to like really
Was he method? I don't know if he was.
Well, Godfather. Like
Yeah.
he was not. He looked like he was an old Italian man.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He's not an old Italian man. And like the most method of him was when he did Apocalypse Now.
Ooh, that was so good, and he wasn't even in a movie till like the very end type thing. But
But he
that's
was,
who I
like-
remember in that movie.
That's my favorite role over Godfather. That's my favorite role by Marlon Brando.
Streetcar Named Desire is good. On the Waterfront, and On the Waterfront, that was that famous speech where he's like, "I could have been a contender. I could have like that was really good." Streetcar Named Desire, obviously. Stella, Marlon Brando, got to put him on there. Number 4, Paul Newman.
Wow, you're really reaching
You were just.
for the old guys here.
This guy does not have a bad role. Does not have a
you
bad.
sure?
Nope. Go through it. Go through it. The Verdict, Color of Money, Cool Hand Luke. I'm telling you, man, this guy was
Hand
a
Luke was
solid actor back in the day. Number 3, Denzel Washington.
I knew it.
Did you?
I knew it.
Now, okay.
Wait, do you hate on that pick or no?
I got nothing
Tell me
against
why
Denzel's
Denzel.
amazing.
Then I'll tell you my gripe with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You have a gripe with Denzel
I got a
Washington?
gripe with
He
him.
hasn't done a good movie in
No,
like
come on, don't do that.
10 years.
Now he does have bad movies, but in those bad movies, when he's on the screen, are you not compelled? Are you not
Tell
looking
me
at him?
the last good movie he did.
Fences.
That was a play.
That's
It
not-
was.
It was, and I think that's what was good about it. Fences was good.
Good defense. Well, it's good defense.
No, Fences was good.
I know, but
Fences,
he's
Flight,
like, it was a play. Good defense immediately.
Flight was good. Well,
He was good in Flight.
yeah, the drunken Denzel.
I like-
Probably his best role, Malcolm X.
Glory.
Glory was good, but you got best supporting actor for that one. Glory was good, especially when they're. Have you seen Glory?
Yeah, what was that joint where he was a bank robber?
Inside? No, it wasn't Inside. You're
Inside
talking about
Man.
Inside,
Inside
Man. He
Man.
wasn't a bank robber. He was a cop.
Yeah.
Where he's basically playing the same guy, Alonzo from Training Day, and Training Day another. Oh,
Yeah, we
man.
didn't even talk about Training Day.
Training Day is my
Training Day is
favorite
another-
Denzel movie. Probably not his best work, but that's my
I
favorite.
don't know. That could be up there.
It's up there. It is up there because he obviously won an Oscar for that one too as well. But Malcolm X, I think it was just so much range in Malcolm X because he had to play that street hustler all the way up until I believed him in that he was Malcolm X in there. What was your gripe with it?
My gripe about Denzel is he doesn't have roles that vary away from that main character. It's very rare.
He's always playing Denzel,
That's why Training Day was such like, oh my god, he's a bad guy. But he wasn't even different that much. You know what I mean?
but it was still Denzel. Yeah, I know what you mean. He's
What was
playing.
that movie where the devil and he tried to kill the devil and the devil escaped in the cat?
Fallen?
Yeah,
Fallen, yeah.
Fallen.
That had John Goodman into it. I think.
No.
Time is by
Yeah.
my
It
side.
was like it was a
He-
killer going.
I wish he would do more supporting roles
Really?
as opposed to being the star in every movie. Because, like, some actors...
What was the one, the Hurricane?
Magnificent Seven.
Well, yeah, he was
Did you
good
see that
in
one?
Yeah, no, but that's more of a. Was
Maybe
that more of a
Seven was
supporting role?
terrible.
Yeah, more of a
No,
supporting.
he was Reuben Hurricane Carter. The movie
I know,
was
but
called
it was,
The Hurricane.
but it was more about the lawyers and whatnot.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but, like, he needs to be... Sorry, not he needs to.
You wish you did.
He carries every movie he's in.
Ah,
But, like, I would like to see him not be the focal point of a movie.
I enjoy him as
but to
part of
come
the
in and
cast.
chew up, like, 20 or 30 minutes.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may be nice.
Like, so my gripe with Denzel is that like his range of movies is not really like he's playing different roles. It's like he's just being him
No.
and inserting himself into a film. And I understand that makes the film good, but it doesn't make the film great.
No, no.
Not a box office.
He
killer.
makes it. I think he makes films better. Like when you see him on screen, you're like, oh, it's Denzel.
Well,
Here's
yeah,
Catherine.
draw.
Right.
Yeah.
Those
What you're
Equalizer
talking
movies.
Yeah.
like no one's gonna go see them if it's Gerard Butler.
Exactly. But I think his movies have range. I think his movies are different. It's just he's always playing Denzel. I will agree with that.
Yeah,
he's
he was
always
the same guy
playing Denzel.
in John Q.
Yes.
In like he's like the same guy in some of the movies.
But it's really good though.
I think their movies are fine. He's a good actor. Don't get me wrong. My gripe is I don't see him acting enough. I feel like he's like, this is who I am. Put me in this movie.
Different. Like he's acting, but it's not different. Yeah. And it's the same thing that goes with my number 2, Jack Nicholson.
Oh no, he's great.
Yeah,
he plays
he
plays Jack every single time. It's great. It's fantastic. But he plays Jack. So I watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest last night.
Oh, so good in that movie.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Shining, and
Oh
Departed.
my God, The Shining.
Like, come on.
And you can pick The Shining. Oh my goodness, it's so good. You can pick out, like, you can go, oh, that's the Joker. Oh, that's the guy in Departed. Like, every role, because even in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, he's shuffling cards in that throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
And where else he does that?
Yeah.
In Batman.
Yeah.
Like, he plays Jack every time. It's maybe about Schmidt was the only time he did
Yeah,
it.
he kind of went off there like that. And what was that movie with Morgan Freeman? The Bucket List. Like he kind of
that was fine.
started embellishing that he was an old fart.
Yeah, that was fun.
But he also got that in As Good as It Gets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
but
Denzel
he
would
was
do that.
amazing in that movie.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I think you're right in your placement of Nicholson over Denzel.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know who number 1. Wait,
Can you guess number 1 based on this? No, you know what? Don't guess. Do it. Just do it.
I don't know if he's gonna go like trendy new. Like
I want you guys to both guess.
Pacino.
Pacino.
Whew.
De Niro.
De Niro. Oh my goodness. Good picks right there. Good picks though. But obviously I'm going to go Paul Walker. So Paul Walker in the Fast and the Furious. Obviously Paul Walker in the Fast and the Furious movies were fantastic. Like
That's good. That's a good curveball.
Daniel Day-Lewis, man.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's a safe pick, man.
Safe pick. That's the best pick. Now he doesn't have a lot of rules.
No, he doesn't.
Not a lot of rules, but every role is a knock out of the park.
I don't disagree with this.
Will there be blood?
I can't.
There will be blood.
There will be blood. Excuse me. Last
will be
Mohican.
blood.
Lincoln. I didn't like Lincoln that much.
Gangs of New York. Oh my
goodness.
man, he's so good in that movie.
I didn't like Lincoln that much, but when he's on the screen, every time he basically tells a story but every time he's on the screen, it's
Have you ever? Okay, now I would replace probably someone and put Gary Oldman in that list because
I had Gary Oldman on my list.
because Daniel Day-Lewis and Gary Oldman are kind of like the same to me. Is like
Method,
but they're always playing a different character.
dive
And
into the roles.
the first time I ever saw Gary Oldman not in a role, I was like, that guy's English? That's an old Englishman? And that Daniel Day-Lewis, same thing. He's like an old Irish guy. Like what? Like that's him?
Yeah, those two guys dive into roles. I think there was another movie he did, Gary Oldman. He did where he actually had to be taught. He actually had to have an English teacher teach him an English.
Yeah.
Dialect or whatever because he's done so many different roles done so many, so he had to relearn his own, his own speech or whatever.
That's
But Daniel Day-Lewis, I don't know, I don't care. Just knocks it out of the park.
That's a
every
fantastic
time,
movie.
man. I just Phantom Thread where he had to
Didn't see that.
he learned how to sew a dress over a year.
Whatever.
And who did that movie again? I'm sorry, who did? You remember?
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson said,
Who did like
this is not going to help him.
Nights,
Yeah, this
Magnolia.
him learning to sew a dress is not going to help him. But he just does it anyway. So he's
Yeah.
like,
No, he's that type of actor,
Yeah.
right? He does a
he's-
movie every 5 years.
Yeah, he's a knockout. He knows.
a few honorable mentions I had: Gary Grant, James Stewart, Al Pacino, Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio, I think
Oh, Cap might have been. Maybe he
when
deserved
he's
it.
done, I think he'll be
Yeah, he might have deserved it.
in this top 5.
Yo, what about Johnny Depp, bro?
No,
come on, man.
No, come on, man.
He's played that.
Come on, you're the only one who likes Johnny Depp, and I mean you're the only one.
I love him, man.
He was great in the 90s. He was underrated. Now he's completely overrated. Like he just went the other way.
Looks like he hasn't done a
He
good
just
movie
did a bunch of
since-
Disney movies.
He hasn't done a good movie in forever.
since the 90s.
What he did,
No, like Parts of the Caribbean, the first one.
Okay, that was good. Yeah.
He
But
did-
other than that,
when I started liking him, he did Sweeney Todd.
Really?
that was
I
okay.
loved Sweeney Todd.
Like he was good, but like
There's so many better movies before Sweet Talk.
what's he?
Yeah,
gonna
no,
give a
but when
grade?
I appreciated him was Sweeney Todd. He's done
Johnny Nebraska?
He's done fantastic movies. He's played different roles everywhere. He's been on spectrums. Like he comes out as something different consistently, which is
He
why I
hasn't done
appreciate
anything
it.
lately.
No, well, he's old now and getting in trouble.
No,
Like,
he's lazy. That's why.
Yeah, he's rich.
He's
Like,
lazy.
He's kind of like doing what Denzel's doing.
yeah.
Well, he's kind of doing what Al Pacino and
Yeah.
was
Well, Al
doing.
Pacino's terrible
He was
right now.
Tonto.
But the thing is, with Al Pacino and
De Niro?
A lot of their better roles were in the 70s and
We
80s.
were teenagers. Well, like,
I don't
we were
know,
born.
man.
Like, could you imagine?
Like De Niro, Goodfellas, and then Casino? Like, that's a pretty good run in the
Casino,
90s.
Casino and Goodfellas is the same thing. That like every time I look at Casino, I'm like, this is Goodfellas over again. I'm like, that's why I don't really
Same
rate.
director.
Yeah, that's why I really don't rate.
They just made
Casino.
the same movie twice.
They made the same movie
I
twice.
don't
I don't rate
problem.
Casino.
That's not
that
true
high.
at all.
It should have been a
It
sequel.
pretty much is.
Could have been a sequel.
It pretty much.
I
is.
don't agree at all.
Definitely could have been a sequel.
Isn't Joe Pesci playing the same character?
But that's
Pretty
not,
much.
That doesn't mean it's the same movie.
The only reason why it wasn't a sequel because he dies in both of the movies.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Spoiler alert.
Pretty much. Who played Senate Woman? What am I talking?
Hooah! Al Pacino.
No, not. Shoot, I'm trying to think of another actor.
He was Son of a Woman.
Yeah, I know he's Senate Woman. Oh man, I can't remember. There was this something because there was an actor. He was losing sleep. I'll think about this later. Anyway, he was trying to lose sleep for a role, and then someone came up to him and was like, "Yeah, how about you try acting? It's a lot easier." I'll figure this out later.
Just
but
get into the role. That makes way more sense.
Just try acting. It's a lot easier.
That's a good top 5.
All right, top 5. Love it or hate it, whatever.
Whatever.
That's just my thing.
That's what it is.
All right, so let's move on to some NHL.
Hockey.
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 Now, do you want to start? So there's some trades, basically. People moving around. Do you want to start with the Pacioretty, or do you want to start with the Carlson?
I know. We gotta start Patch ready because that one's older.
No, actually, you know what? Let's
Carlson?
start with the ice. Let's start with Stevie Y first.
Stepping down.
So he stepped down as GM. And did you watch the press conference?
I just heard he was very respectful.
So basically, what he said is he's stepping down at the end of the season, so it's not immediate. So because his contract's up for renew,
Yeah.
So he's stepping down for the end of the season. They asked him what the future was for him, and he said he doesn't know. And then I think it was the owner basically stepped in really quickly. He's like, "Hey, if he wants to be part of this organization in any capacity, you can.
Of course.
You can." So basically, he said that he's stepping down for his family reasons.
It's not true.
So his I think he has 2 daughters, and they're both going to university.
Yeah.
They still live in Detroit. And
So he's
he
gonna
basically
move?
just wants to be around his family.
He's gonna move. He's gonna move out there and be with his kids when they go to
Well, he lives
university.
there. He still lives in Detroit.
It's horrible.
He lives in Detroit.
Yeah. Well, the real reason is, I'm not sure who the kid's name is, but the organization wants this kid to be the next GM when Eisman's contract's up, and that kid was gonna take a job. And so they told Eisman to step down.
You think they told Yzerman to step down?
Yeah, I think, well, not like so much, okay, man, you can't do this job anymore, but listen, like, this kid's the future. We don't want to lose him because we know you're not staying on after this year anyways. So you just announced you're going to step down. You can turn the duties over, right? And then once the dude, and then that guy can step in and take over. And then they have a future set in stone, right? Classy move by Stevie Y, obviously, and he's always going to do the classy thing. Don't get me wrong. And he probably will take some job where you get paid and don't have to do anything with Tampa Bay. Head of recruiting.
What do you think? I'm talking about Stevie Y. Wells, him stepping down.
Yeah, odd move.
He said he did it for his family reasons, which is kind of
Sure.
weird because his 2 girls are going to university, so they won't really be home anyway.
But we don't know what's going on with
Really, yeah.
his life. We don't know the deal. I don't think this really affects the organization that much because the groundwork is there. That team is his team, and it will be his team for a couple years, right? So I don't think whoever comes in is going to mess that up. But they're going to be competitive for a while. It's just, it's odd to see him to step down the way he did, and it's kind of out of nowhere too, right? Usually like the leads, like the guys in this country have like the lead on it, but that kind of came out of nowhere.
It's also kind of weird because GMs, most of the time, as a general rule, GMs don't really pick their job. They take what's ever available, type thing, right? And
or like
in a
or
sense,
like a
right?
GM gets fired, and then like especially in NHL, it's an old boys club, right? So they just go and grab whoever.
Like, say for example, I was a GM and I came into the league and I'm like, I want to be a GM. I want to be a GM of, I don't know, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Obviously, I can't get that job. I'd have to take whatever is available, type thing, right? So Now, it could be. Now, I've heard people say Seattle. Every time someone leaves a job, Seattle comes up. It's like, oh, they want to go to Seattle. They want to go to Seattle. I've heard Seattle. Yeah, that's about the only rumor I've heard. Oh. That's it. I was trying. I was like, did I hear it somebody else? No, it was basically about Seattle.
What about Montreal?
Maybe. Did he speak French?
Yeah.
Good point. Oh, nope, he's out. Another rumor I heard was president of maybe Detroit.
Ooh.
Because he lives there.
Brisebois. That's the kid's name.
For who?
He's 41 years old. The next GM.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He's the guy. So they didn't want him.
Kid?
He's 41, whatever. They didn't want him to leave.
No, Dubas is a kid.
Yeah. Well, Dubas is 33.
He's 30.
So
as far in GM circles, yes.
Yeah,
he's
so
young,
they didn't want Brisebois to take a job elsewhere. And so
you think they told him to get out?
I don't know if told him, but he said he wasn't signing after next year already. So Yzerman's already informed that he wasn't staying on after this season. Mm-hmm. So they told him to announce it now so they can transition Brisebois into the role. That's what I think happened.
I really disagree with that, but okay. Erik Karlsson. Erik Karlsson to the Sharks. This happened just this morning.
Did you hear the talks about this?
No, I haven't done any reading on it.
Dude,
So I don't
they were saying they were close to trading him to the Devils, and a deal could be announced in the next few hours. And then I go in appointment, come out of appointment, and they're like, "Hey, he's on the Sharks." And I was like, "What happened here?"
I don't know. Well, he was linked to a lot of teams, right?
Yeah,
he's linked to.
But they were saying like today is gonna happen, whatever. And I heard the New Jersey Devils.
So it was like there was like Leafs and there was a Knights and there's a lot
Leafs.
Oh yeah, I've heard. Well, there's maybe that's just Leaf fans wishing and hoping that he get there. But yeah, those are the names I heard out there. So you got to think this makes them way better. The Sharks. Well, so they finished last year with 100 points. They're in the division.
Anyone who gets Karlsson on their team would be way better than what they were before.
But the last year Karlsson had, because he sucked last year.
No, we didn't suck. But his team sucked.
Yeah,
trash.
He was hurt too.
He was trash last year.
Oh, he's trash. Okay. You've been saying this for the last 2 years. You've been saying this for the last season that he's not a top defenseman, which I really disagree with you. But
I mean, good move by the Sharks. They
Very good move.
They have a really, really deep team. Their defense is unreal now. You have Burns and Karlsson, plus Vlasic, right? Like,
are they
3 Olympic players right there?
Yeah. Are they like? Have they shot up to the top of the Stanley Cup hopefuls?
The top of the Stanley Cup.
I think they already were a top 5 team, and now they're. I'm glad he went to the West as a Leafs fan. I'm so ecstatic. What a week for the Leafs. Like,
just winning everything right now.
No, listen. Like, not that the Habs are going to do anything, but they shipped their best player to Vegas, and then Ottawa ships their best player to San Jose, and
just Toronto's sitting.
Toronto's just like, well, okay, 2 of the best players in our conference are gone. Not to make this Leafs thing, but
But I'm gonna make the Leafs thing.
No, yeah. But Karlsson, good move by San Jose. They're stacked. They have a window. This trade is very not dependent on whether he re-signs with them, because what they gave up is nothing.
Yeah,
they didn't give up any prospects. They didn't give up any beneficial players to their lineup. No more than a third liner. And the picks, they gave up a first round in 2020.
You gave up picks. They
gave up a first round in 2020. They gave up a second round in 2019, and they have 2 conditional picks on which, if he signs, then they'll get them. Yeah. And neither of those are first rounders.
Yeah,
so they really didn't give up that much.
No,
they paid a rental price, and if he re-signs, it's still dirt cheap.
Yeah,
what they gave up for him.
Now, apparently, he didn't go to the Knights because they couldn't talk to him. The Knights wanted him to sign.
Yeah,
and he wasn't going to commit to it.
Everyone wanted him to sign. Every team that they talked to was conditional that he signed, except for the Sharks. We're like, we'll take him for a year. Why not?
Well, they can win. I think that division might be one of the worst. Who knows? Because they got Vegas, Anaheim, the Kings, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver.
That's not the worst at all.
That doesn't sound bad at all. Playoff teams. That sounds like a great division.
Anaheim, Vegas, San Jose.
Yeah.
Calgary, maybe. Kings? Nah.
Kings are good.
I wouldn't count the Kings out.
There. I mean, I guess 2 of those teams are making
they
playoffs.
They got players. They still got players. I shouldn't say that. They still have players because last year they didn't make playoffs.
But in that world, it's going to be tough. No, they were at the first round last year. They played Vegas.
Yeah, they did play Vegas. Yeah, because yes. I didn't have them in the playoffs, but you did. And yes. Sorry. Yes, they did make playoffs.
Should I One more Leafs thing before we get off.
No,
Just one more.
stop. No. So we're moving on to Montreal. You guys talked Leafs last year.
Moving on to Montreal.
Moving on to Montreal.
As one statement.
Oh my God, what?
They stripped Austin Matthews of the A.
They
They
what?
didn't strip him. He never really had it.
He never had an A last year.
He was like, there was like a
That's
group of like
right.
5 guys that were cycling through
He
it.
stripped it. They
Why do you
stripped
guys
it.
care about
Anyway,
this so
keep going.
much?
Keep
No,
going.
no,
Okay.
you
Why do
guys
Le-
don't say you guys.
Why do Leafs
not,
fans care about
do
this
not
stuff?
lump me into the same category as Smythe when it comes to Leafs fans.
Give me this. Who was the best captain in the NHL?
Sidney Crosby.
That was easy.
Really? Really?
Who's better?
Because I think both you guys said Austin Matthews is the best. No, Austin Matthews.
Connor McDavid.
Yeah, point proven.
Connor McDavid was the best player in the NHL.
Wait, you said best captain.
Yeah, you did say best guy.
Oh, okay. Now that's different.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
No,
really
It doesn't matter.
They don't have a captain.
It doesn't matter. But for some reason, the media makes this out to be a big deal.
Because
it
what
doesn't
else are
matter.
they talk about right now?
Captaincy and assistant captain don't matter. They don't do anything.
Yeah, but if you
That's
have
not
one or
true.
you
They
don't
drop
have
the
one-
pucks off. Pucks. They argue with the refs when they're on the ice.
Yeah.
Don't give
Everyone
me
argues.
that.
Everyone argues with the refs.
I think your goal is to have one if you're in the NHL.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I remember Nick Kyprios on NHL on Hockey Central
Well,
said,
here's your first problem.
Nick
"Yeah, I know,"
Kyprios.
said that U.S. teams don't need captains, but Canadian teams need captains.
Okay.
What?
The Leafs don't have a
What?
captain.
At least I'm a captain since
they
Vanessa
traded
was
for
That
traded.
makes no sense. I don't know. Captaincy is just overrated. It's just some.
Well, 2 captains got traded this week.
I'll say let's go talk about your
and
Canadians now.
Yeah, let's talk about Canadian. And what does that matter? And what does that matter to the Montreal
I
Canadiens?
mean, it's great for Montreal. Now they're looking for another French Canadian captain. So
I don't understand. They're gonna blow up this team and do what?
no. What I don't understand is why sign Carey Price to 10 years and then blow up a team.
I don't.
because they thought they were going to compete.
I just.
What else are we going to do with Carey Price?
To be honest, I'm completely flabbergasted by how this guy's been managing. I have no idea what this.
I'm
guy
surprised that he's still a GM.
Is. Yeah, and why he speaks French, but whatever.
Want to go through his trades? Shea Weber, Jonathan Drouin, Max Domi.
The Drouin trade wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
Well, like, what did they give up for him?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, I thought you had the.
No, I didn't have who. I just looked it up anyway.
But, like, whatever. That wasn't a bad trade.
Oh, shoot, I don't know.
That was probably the best of the 4. Now you think about it.
Like Thomas Tatar, that's what they pretty much got for
that's a
Max
good pickup.
Pacioretty. He was good 2 years ago.
Don't knock out Nick Suzuki. He's probably the best part of that deal.
He was a third round. He was a third.
Suzuki?
Yeah,
was
third.
was
third
a first
overall
round pick. First round
First round
pick
pick.
last
Third
year?
overall. No, third overall. First
No,
round
no. He was like I don't know. He was a first round pick last
pick. Yeah,
year.
his first round. But I think it was like third or
He's
something
not
like that.
nothing to sniff at. He's probably the best part of the trade.
Now he scored 60 points. I think in junior. I think like that.
I don't know.
Something like that. Like it was something high like that.
This is junior though.
Yeah, it's junior. Like Nick Kyprios scored like 60 points in junior.
Wow, we're really stuck on Kipper here.
Just hammering up on Kyprios.
Kyprios is tweeting right now, and he's like, "Thanks for the shout out." Man.
Montreal, this wasn't a bad move. I don't think. As in,
It wasn't a bad move.
well,
quality
what,
they
what
got
was
back.
what were they going to do with Max Pacioretty on that team? What were they going to do?
Nothing.
They're not competing this year,
No.
so why not get some assets?
I guess. Suzuki, I don't mind. Tatar, he was good 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, like
You'll have a good year.
Tatar, they gave up. Vegas gave up a first, second, and third rounder for him.
Yeah.
and then he was.
It made more sense for Vegas because they were expecting someone that was 2 years, which at the
Sure,
time was
and
a
they
year
had
ago.
cap room,
off
and they had
off a year,
cap room.
Yeah.
But now you're seeing that, he's probably not that player anymore, which I think it was a 30 goal.
I wouldn't be surprised if he scored 30 goals in Montreal, but that's only because who else is going to do it?
Max Pacioretty didn't score 30 goals, and he's supposed to be a 30 goal scorer.
Yeah, but he is a 30 goal scorer. You know he is.
Max Pacioretty?
Yeah.
I guarantee he's going to have 30 goals on Vegas
Yeah,
now.
I agree too.
guarantee he's
I
going to have 30
agree.
goals.
I don't know.
What?
Like, what if he doesn't fit that system over there? You don't know, but like, I think Vegas had a good thing going, and their team's.
I think
going through some-
they've
team's
shored
better.
that team up. They've gotten better now.
Their team's better than what it was
I
last
think
year.
you bring in more guys that aren't with the system or not with what the team's about, and you're not gonna get the same performance out of them.
But they're bringing in better guys. Like they lost Neil, and they brought in Pacioretty.
yeah,
And they brought in Stastny as well.
Yeah,
yeah. Like Stassi's not a winner, is
Stasty's, look what he did for Winnipeg last year.
he? Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
he didn't win.
What do you mean? They took them to the conference final.
Yeah, he's not a winner.
They were like, did they have the best record in the West?
Yeah, he has no cups though. Like he didn't win.
Oh my
You're
god!
bringing a win. I don't know. I'm very skeptical. I am skeptical about Vegas this year. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I was skeptical. Now I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, you're like they're short.
They made some good moves, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so NHL. Sorry, I missed a topic actually, and Wells reminded me.
Just skipping stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, it's way written
I'm
down
just
the script.
going by the guide here.
Yeah, for sure. U.S. Open. U.S. Open. Do you guys watch it?
No.
Some of it.
Some of it.
I know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Which is everyone's talking about this now. Serena,
Why this side?
because it's now. In case you guys didn't know, she got a game taken away from her. We're basically more or less arguing with the ref. So what was happening? So what was happening was she was being coached from the side, and in major Grand Slams, you are not allowed to be coached.
She got a point taken away from her.
And so she took it upon herself to mean she thinks she's a cheater. Now her coach at the end admitted, yes, I was coaching, which you're not allowed to. So he admitted that he was coaching. Now he said she might not have seen her.
Okay.
She might not have seen him.
Here, you're kind of missing some of the fine points.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, to recap, Serena Williams was deducted a point
Yes.
for her coach giving her hand signals while she was on the court, which is a no-no.
Yes.
The ref saw this and docked her. She was deducted a game because she argued with the ump and she called him a thief.
There was another
For stealing her point.
So yes,
Didn't she get deducted for the racket throw first?
No.
well, that was all part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is she flipped out, racket throw, and then she argued with the
Because there was 3 violations that led to that game.
yes.
So I think it was the coaching.
While she
the
was getting her
racket.
butt kicked.
Yeah, she was going to lose. She was definitely going to lose.
She was already getting her butt kicked.
Yeah.
by a 20-year-old
Naomi Osaki.
that,
Naomi
kid
Osaka.
played great.
Osaka.
Osaka.
Let's not take anything away from that kid.
No, and that's the problem with this.
And yes. 'Cause
is that we
nobody's talking
are
about it.
taking away from this kid.
That one.
This is overshadowing
Her first Grand Slam.
that 20-year-old kid's Grand Slam. Now,
You watched the argument though, Walls. Did you?
Yes.
Sorry, Smythe. Did
Yeah,
you saw that?
I watched most of that game because of that
She
part.
went to sexist pretty quick.
she's not wrong.
I
I don't
disagree.
think she's wrong.
I disagree.
I don't
But
think she's
anyway,
wrong.
go on. Sorry, Smythe. I cut you off.
The problem with Serena Williams, she's been through enough that she can argue anything right now. She's been through a lot as a player.
100%. 100%.
Two, she had a moment. And what I said was, you know what? She went completely overboard. She deserved everything she got that game.
I agree.
100%. But she had a moment, let it go. I think you just put it aside and just go to the point was this kid just went up there and kicked Serena Williams' ass
that's true.
for a major championship. And like if that point wasn't taken away, she would have won anyways. Whatever it would, and I'm very sad that this is overshadowing what moment that was for what she did because and again I only because like Serena had a moment, we get it. It was a breakdown. She had a breakdown. We can just leave it
Not
at
her
that.
first.
Right?
No, it won't be her last.
Yeah.
But like this, so I'll say this first. The point she brought up of how the ref was being sexist, she doesn't lie
I think she's 100% right with that.
because the point she brought up of males arguing with the refs and not getting docked anything, and you can have tweets from tennis players like Andy Roddick and stuff who have backed up and been like, I've said worse things and I've got docked points for what I've said. And now what she said, like I don't agree with the way she approached it and what she did, especially at the certain point of the match where she's already getting her butt kicked. But nothing she said is any worse than any male has ever said.
No. And
And she got docked a point.
I've never seen anyone get docked a game before.
And
It's
this
a
is
game. It's a game. It's a game.
game. That's huge. That's big.
I've never seen anyone get docked a game.
not that it mattered in this, but
Yeah.
it's still a big point. Now, she's also been treated like crap with like her
100%.
wardrobe,
100%. Yeah,
racism, and everything.
Not
Yeah.
arguing any
That's
of that
why
stuff.
she has a right to lose it, and she
She doesn't have the right to lose it.
100%.
No, she doesn't have the right to lose
Yeah.
it just because she's a woman.
Also,
Go on.
she has to be aware of the situation that she's in.
That's another thing I was going to
And Osaka, a 20-year-old who no one knows who she is.
And no one will, and still no one knows.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well, the amount of coverage
It's
that's
overshadowed.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And this is one of my biggest gripes of this is she has to know the situation, and she selfishly took her, which again I don't disagree with what she was saying, but she chose the wrong time to approach this and overshadowed this kid's like big major victory.
Well, at the time, she just didn't want to lose, which
No,
I
know.
understand.
I
the
know,
whole,
but like,
you know,
this is the problem with sports these days and sports media and the big athletes. It's like when we see Tiger Woods in like a major, is no one knows what the hell is going on with the rest of the golfers because everyone's so driven on Tiger
how
Woods.
do we get to Tiger Woods?
I'm just using it as an example, in like
No, there's a focus. There's a focus on
the focus is
big
on
names.
certain things.
I
The
get
focus
it.
is on Serena Williams.
Yeah.
No one knows who she's playing. It's just Serena Williams is playing, right?
Yeah.
The focus on Tiger Woods is like he's doing well, so who cares what everyone else is doing? Let's just focus on this.
I get it.
Is that we're so star driven in these sports that no one really cares
Every
about.
sport is star.
No. But in these sports that no one really cares about, no one's watching tennis that much.
over here. No one cares about.
Well, where?
General.
Like no one's watching golf that much.
Yeah.
But when
Well,
Tiger's on,
in Europe they watch tennis
Yeah.
a lot.
yeah, but like okay, well obviously all the
because
best
there's-
players come from
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
because there's no other.
But like when you're watching golf and Tiger's doing well, everyone's watching Tiger.
I get it. It's just it's unfortunate that like we're blowing this out of proportion. She had a
I don't know if we're
breakdown.
blowing it out of proportion. I think
Play-
it's
I
proportion.
think players-
I just think Wells is right about the overshadowing. Like we're missing like a young girl winning her first
Yeah.
Grand Slam. That's what we're missing out on. I don't know if it's overblown.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Well, the media's overblown.
Yeah,
right?
the ref Carlos Ramos, he has docked big players in big situations before. He hasn't taken a game from them,
Never
but
taken-
he has done this to
He
men.
hasn't taken a game from anybody.
He hasn't taken a game from
I
men, but
can't-
he has docked other players before in high level stretch.
Yeah.
He did pull the trigger a little quick with the coaching, which I think is a stupid rule, but a rule she did break, and her
Rule's a rule.
coach admitted, yes, I did do
Yeah.
this.
She deserved all of it. She deserved to be docked the game, I think. But no one gets docked the game.
But he pulled a quick trigger with that, and this guy is known for a stickler for the rules. He is known for this.
Well, he's
He's known for enforcing the rules of the game.
Yeah.
So
Well, some other people would let that go because it does
Yeah.
happen. And what I've heard is a lot of the coaches, they're more subtle with it. Like they'll say, like they have like signals they do, like
hand
in
signals.
baseball.
He caught the hand signal.
for sure.
But he was blatant with
Grab
it.
your
He was
hat.
basically blatant with
He
it.
was giving hand signals.
Yeah, and he admitted it. He was blatant with it, and he admitted
I
it.
don't-
So
She went a bit too overboard.
she was wrong.
Yeah,
she was wrong
she had a
because
problem.
you did break the rules. Serena.
She had a breakdown.
Should he have deducted a point? Maybe you just let her go and go, okay, guys, stop doing that. Maybe you should have done that. Guys, stop making signals. I can see you.
No,
Stop it.
that was the warning. It's her
You get
Her
a
rant.
retaliation, yes,
her
yes.
rant that deducted and spasmed.
Yeah, maybe you should let it go. That's what I mean. Maybe you should just let it go.
She
He
just,
probably should have.
Yeah.
I think she just had a breakdown.
But everything after that was her fault.
Yeah, she had a breakdown. That's why I'm like,
Everything after that was her fault.
the fact that we were griping on it so hard, like, dude,
That's
she had a breakdown.
The reason why
before
she
it.
went to sexist so fast, I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no.
I don't disagree with it though.
No, here's the thing. She's
In her
left it-
career, yes, I agree with you. In this
But
situation itself, no, I don't agree with you.
All she's saying that is if there was a man who said the exact same stuff, he wouldn't have got docked again.
I agree with that.
But
Which is
we just all sat here and agreed. She broke the rules. She broke the rules.
No,
So did the
you're-
guys.
You're
What was
missing.
the
You're
point
missing
you're
the
trying
2
to make?
points.
No.
So did
That-
the
I
Breaking the
don't care.
rules.
Okay,
breaking the rules is one thing. Like the way she reacted and freaked out is another thing. Whereas like if a guy did the same thing, it broke the rule
Hold
and
on,
got
no,
docked
no,
to the
no. I
point.
don't-
No. If he got docked to the point, her freak out is comparable to other male tennis players' freakouts who do not get deducted a game, whereas she did. And I think that
And
is
the
her
deduction
point.
of the game, yeah, that's
That is her point that she's bringing up with the sexism, is that if it was a guy doing the same thing, he wouldn't have been docked a game.
Okay.
And
Remember,
that's what I'm talking
That was
about.
4-2 to
That's- okay.
5-2, right? So that's a huge game.
Not really. It was second set. Like it was
Second set, it goes from 4-2 to 5-2, and now
It
that
was-
girl's
she was
serving
getting
for match.
She was
now.
getting dummied.
I know she was losing, and that's the thing. This all starts at she's trying not to lose, so she has this like freak.
She's
moment.
frustrated, is what I think.
Yeah,
it was.
she's
Yeah,
frustrated.
right? So that they're, I don't know. I'm over it. I'll say it like that.
I don't know.
fair enough. And mind you, in this room, I think we all think Serena's the GOAT. She's probably
Yeah. Most
I
dominant.
put it up there with Michael Jordan.
I don't think there's
Yeah,
an argument
there's-
there.
no.
That's not what that's not the argument
I'm
here.
I'm just
This is
putting it
like
there.
this is like Jordan playing on the Wizards right now. That's what we're talking about.
I think it's better. I think it's better than that.
We're talking about Jordan on the Wizards.
MLB right quick.
Yeah, man. Let's talk some baseball. We're heating up here.
MLB right quick. So we got some. Let's go, Josh Donaldson. I know you talked about conspiracy theory about the people in this city.
That was great.
Conspiracy theory. That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Not from you, Wells. I
Oh,
mean,
geez,
not
wow.
from you, Wells. I mean, from
fuck did I
fans.
say?
They're.
Oh, of like
You hear the Yankees?
the moles.
Yeah, it was the Yankees and the Red Sox filed a complaint. They're
Yeah,
complaining about
yeah,
it.
yeah. Like, get out.
I don't know why they're complaining about it because you guys had no room for him, so you weren't going to get him anyway. So
what were they gonna do with them?
You're the Yankees. Hey, that should be our player.
Yeah.
Who's that say on the bench? Because there's no space for him in the lineup.
So we have a group chat, and Corey put it in the group chat that all 9 of their starters have been in an All-Star game at least.
The
one.
game last on Tuesday night, the Indians, everyone in their lineup was an all-star at some point.
At some point in their career. I thought it was cute. I thought it was a fun stat, but it doesn't really mean anything. Really, it's cool. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Thoughts?
But does Donaldson help that much, Wells?
Yeah.
You think on his team? Yeah.
Yeah.
If he can play.
If he's healthy
Yeah.
and
He moves the
even if
needle.
he's not 100%, he's still a valuable batter in that lineup.
Yeah, if
that,
he's
that
your DH,
strengthens that
you're
lineup.
looking-
No, he
good.
can't be. He can't be DH because Edwin's DH.
He's playing.
He has to play third base. He has
playing
to play.
third.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If he's healthy. Now we saw that game 2. Was it 2 nights ago
two
where
bounces from third.
we caught and threw from third, so it looked like he could still throw.
Dude, he
It's
hasn't
a hand.
played in like 5 months. He's
I know.
fine.
I know.
There's no
And-
way that guy's still hurt. There's no
Yeah,
way.
could be. Could be. Oh, it's a hamstring, right? It's a hamstring.
No,
It
calf.
was calf. Sorry, it's calf.
His dead arm thing was from March,
Yeah.
which is apparently gone now.
That's gone.
His leg injury is what worries everyone.
Yeah. Then that couldn't prevent him from.
So they played him on Tuesday and he sat Wednesday, even though they had a day off today. So they're really babying him. This wasn't a move to solidify them in the regular season. This is a move to
No,
playoff.
definitely.
For the
That
playoffs.
division's done. That division was done like
trying
months
to-
ago.
that division was
Yeah,
done in
months
the-
ago.
Trying to find a
in
way
May.
to make sure he qualifies for the playoffs right now.
No, he's
by,
already
like, putting him on the
qualified.
field. I know he's in the playoff roster.
Yeah.
Just
That's,
got to make sure, like, okay.
I
just
already went
do
over that
this.
last week.
Yeah.
They traded him in time so he could be on the playoff roster. That's all they got him for, right? Is to be in the playoffs.
Pretty much for the most part, and he has to stay healthy, hoping that
He does.
calves.
He moves the needle. Well, like,
He'll
let's be honest.
play 3 games a week until the playoffs start. There's most teams have 15, 16 games left. He's going to play probably 10 of them
Maybe.
and be ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because they're probably going to play Houston in the first round. And
That's-
that's no joke.
The AL's insane.
Oh, yeah.
The AL's bonkers right now.
Well, the AL's pretty much locked up, and they have all the good, better teams in the AL.
It's pretty
The
much
Yankees
locked
are
up.
one game from losing home field in the
Yeah.
wild card game.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. The AL has been like completely dominated for like what, the last 10 years or more?
By who?
Solid. Well, they're over the NL. Like just as far as solid teams are concerned, it's
Well,
better teams. Obviously, World Series teams come out of the NL.
There's just,
but as far
there's
as
more,
like a whole,
there's more dominant teams because there's
Yeah.
more crappy teams in the AL too.
like in most sports, it's like the West is more dominant. Hockey, the West is more dominant. Basketball, the West is more dominant. The AL seems to be that way in baseball, where it's just more dominant. I wonder why.
I don't know.
Is it because of DH?
I don't agree with that.
There's better
It's
records.
flip-flopped every year.
Take a look
I
at
don't think it's flip-flop every
take
year.
a
It
look,
has. Look, okay.
No, you got
so
you
last
gotta
year,
look at interleague play. Interleague play is the only thing you can tell.
No, I'm not watching it.
Houston,
I'm
Houston
just,
won the World Series last year.
Yeah.
AL. The year before, Cubs. The year before,
no.
Royals. The year before,
He's talking
the
about more
Giants. The
dominant
Giants
teams.
won 3 of
No.
in
I'm not talking about
5
World
years.
Series. I'm not talking about World Series. I'm talking about the
Teams
amount
that
of
are dominant.
teams in the AL that are better, quote
100
unquote.
Well,
than
what are we gauging this on?
wins?
Keep in mind that the AL also has no pitchers hitting.
Yes,
So
that's
a
what
bit
I'm
different.
thinking. Maybe the difference is the DH.
Although you look at the All-Star game, that the AL has won like 7 years in a row.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure how they keep winning.
I don't get it.
It's
That's weird that you look at it like that. I don't look at baseball as like NL, AL, NL as like who's better. Like
It is 2 different leagues.
I don't look at who's been more dominant because if you look at the World Series winners, it's kind of been split.
It flips.
And
yeah.
San Fran won 3 out of 5
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Like
That's not what I'm talking about. Just like the collection of teams. You look, you go, yeah.
it's,
The AL
a
has
lot of it
the
has to
better
do
teams.
with who gets hot at the right time.
the right time.
Okay.
Like how many hundred?
Although
win teams
Houston was piss poor last year, and then when the playoffs started, they did well.
started crushing
Yeah.
people.
What's the division I was gonna look at?
Central.
NL Central.
Yeah.
That's a hot race there. That is a hot race there. That is a lot of good teams.
I don't know.
Might
I
be
don't
the
know.
best-
I don't know when you came up with this topic, but it's kind of dwindled off now.
I
There's two
actually
team
wrote it in earlier this week.
It's a 2-team race now.
Because it was Milwaukee and St. Louis that played earlier this week, I think it was. I
Yes.
think they had a series. Yeah.
Well, it's 6 games left. St. Louis is 4 games out. It's not bad.
So, yeah, I mean the Cubs.
So it's
are-
basically between Chicago, Milwaukee, and St.
But
Louis.
here's why it's between Cubs. So Cubs are 2.5 games up on the Brewers.
Yep.
Right. Now, I did little research here. The Brewers, of their 15 games remaining after today, 12 of the 15 are against teams under 500. So advantage them.
Yeah.
Cubs, 6 of the 13 games they play remaining, so just under half are against under 500 teams.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I believe the Cards, who are already 4 games out, 12 of their last 15 games are against teams over 500. So
But over 500 or playoff contending. Because here's the thing.
over 500.
Yeah,
If you're over 500, you're playoff contending.
Yeah.
Well, currently
yeah,
right now,
the
St.
National
Louis
League,
and
right.
Milwaukee have both the wildcard spots
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, which is crazy
Yeah.
because you still have the West, which is a big, like the West is pretty tight.
The West is super tight.
Yeah.
But they don't have
Yeah,
wins.
the Dodgers
They're just not
are.
going to make
Dodgers are 2 games. Well,
Yeah, they're
if
only
you
2
win the
games.
West, you're in, like if you're 2 games out of the West, you're more likely to.
It's
win
pretty
the
much.
West.
It's pretty much the Dodgers are the only one. Like Arizona, I don't think is
I
going to catch.
don't know. Arizona and St. Louis are kind of in the same boat,
Yeah. Okay.
but the Dodgers can catch St. Louis.
Yeah, 100% they can. 100% they can. Sorry, you're going to say something, Smythe. I cut you off. Or you lost your point.
Yep.
You lost your point.
He doesn't watch baseball.
I feel like I'm already like, What was like?
At least there's a race to be interested in.
Yes.
The
and I
NL is
think
way more fun to watch than the AL.
It sucks
right now because
you know
the AL is pretty much locked up
like
already.
it sucks because Tampa has been on this crazy run for the last month. They're
Yes.
15 games over
And they're nowhere
500.
near.
15 games over 500, and they're 9 games out of a playoff
Yeah.
spot, which is sad.
They're kind of doing it like the way Oakland's doing it because there's a bunch of like they just like the way they built their team.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of like they've picked up scraps and just grab guys that no one knows about and
Yep.
young guys like the same way that Oakland's doing it right now and
Yep.
Oakland's winning too and they also have the second wild card spot too.
AL,
Yeah,
you
but they're
gotta
only
have-
1 game out of.
To be clear in the
hosting
playoffs, you
wild
got to
card.
win almost 100 games to be in the playoffs in the American League. It's bonkers.
You got to have over 90.
Easily over 90.
Yeah, definitely over
It
90.
might be around 100 games.
Might
Well,
be,
the Yankees
that's-
have,
and
the Yankees
that's
have
how-
90s and Oakland has 89 right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
so the Yankees will win 100 games and get a wild card game,
they could.
and they might be on the road for that wild card game, which is insane.
It's possible.
Which is why
It's actually possible.
if the Jays blew it up at the start of the season, it probably would have been even a better idea if they just
And this is why I go back and you go back to National League.
Well, it's way more fun.
Yeah, like
Who's the best team? 84 wins.
yeah,
Yep.
the Cubs.
Yeah. So
But that's also parody, right? Like, I don't know what to say.
baseball probably is baseball the most sport with most parity?
No, NHL.
No, not even close.
NHL.
Yeah, it is NHL, but that's kind of fake. But whatever. Yeah, it's probably NHL.
Yeah. The only thing about baseball is that baseball, any of those teams that get in could win. Like in baseball,
That's
you
true.
can't. You're not going to pick like how many teams in the playoffs? 10.
Okay, if you had to
Any of those
choose,
10
if you had to
teams
choose the best team in the AL right now, who's going to win the AL? Who would you choose?
Boston. But
Why?
They could easily
Why?
lose. I just
I think Boston gets eliminated.
Yeah, I think so.
They have no bullpen.
yeah, but they can hit really
They have
hard.
no bullpen though.
And the American
Pitching
League,
always shuts down offense.
the American League,
Not always, but-
no, not this year. This
As
year,
it- it's-
this year's
In
not-
regular season,
Yeah,
come the playoffs, it's a different beast.
I think this year is a change. I think everyone's just swatting and that they can't turn it around too fast. But I do think that the National League is going to come in and school the American League.
I'm looking at Houston and Cleveland.
I
World Series.
chose Cleveland.
You chose Cleveland?
Like
Yeah.
recently, someone asked me
I can't
before
remember-
they made the Donaldson
I
trade.
can't remember what we picked up, but yeah.
Houston and Cleveland can't play in the World Series.
Pardon me?
They can't play in the World Series.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
They made
I didn't say
Game
that.
7 of the World Series 2 years ago.
Houston and Cleveland?
I'm
No,
saying Houston
of
or
the AL.
Cleveland.
Of the
Sorry, the
AL,
AL.
he
Sorry,
said.
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Boston last 2 years.
I'm like,
What are you talking about? They can't play the Super Bowl
Same thing
Series.
happened to Boston last 2 years in the playoffs. They won the East the last 2 years.
Yeah.
They're going to win it for the third time,
and choke it out.
and they don't have a bullpen. They don't have a bullpen.
Sorry, who are you talking about? Sorry, I missed that.
Boston.
Boston, okay.
They've won the East. Well, they're going to win it for a third year in a row, and they didn't win a round in 2016. They didn't win a round last year.
They're even better this year. Though.
Well, they have certain pitching. Like Price is playing.
That's
very well
great
right
and all,
now. Yeah.
but you're starting pitchers.
You know Price in the playoffs, though.
Price
That's
in the
true.
playoffs.
That's true.
Steven Sale in the playoffs has done nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have the bullpen. They
You
have.
changed- you know what?
They have a
I'm
great.
sorry,
They have
you
great
changed my mind.
starters.
You changed my mind.
They have
They're
great
not.
starters. They have a
They're
good
not.
closer.
Yep.
But the bridge in between, if something were to go wrong with the starters,
Then there's
they
a
have
problem.
nothing in between.
So I'm switching.
And look at the offenses they're playing. Cleveland. We just said that they have a whole
Yeah.
roster of former All-Stars. Houston, former world champions from last year,
Stacked
also
top
have
to bottom. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Stacked top to bottom.
Yankees,
I'm
if
going-
they make it through,
I'm going Evil Empire then this year. I've switched my pick.
I don't know, man.
Well, they don't
Where's
really have
Judge?
starting
A-
yeah,
the
they don't
AL
really have,
East
yeah, Judge
will
not there,
represent.
starting pitching.
They have the best bullpen.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, for the bullpen, it's just too much star power.
Well, all you need is 5 innings, and your bullpen comes in and slides out.
Yeah.
You give Oakland no chance?
No. Moneyball.
No, you're
It's
right.
funny, they did it again, eh?
Yeah,
They've
you know
done
what?
it again.
To get in-
They will find a way to win
To
baseball
get in,
games.
sure, but to last a series, they might win the wild card game, but I don't know. Boston's only hope is if Oakland wins the wild card game and faces them,
And
in
then just
the
gets
first
routed. Just routed.
round. But anything can happen, man. I'm really excited. We're 2 weeks away from the playoffs starting.
That's a good thing about baseball playoffs.
What's that?
That's a good thing about baseball playoffs. Anything can,
It's
almost
Anything
anything
can
can happen.
happen. Anything can happen.
And this is where
10 teams to win.
Smite and this is where Smite actually watches baseball
Yep.
because you were very excited last year. You were totally into it.
I
Last
love the playoffs.
Those
regular
wildcard
season's
games are
great
so
at the
good,
beginning,
man.
and
we
then
should go
the-
watch the wildcard games.
Like
They're
the
so
middle
fun.
part of the season, you're just like,
It's the dog days of summer.
it's so hard. It's
Yeah,
just so
I
hard.
agree.
Games are so long. Half the team's already out by that time. You just, you know.
You want to talk about Ohtani?
What's there to say?
He needs Tommy John surgery. He's still.
He's just hitting home runs. He's just swatting.
He can get the surgery and still
DH.
hit.
Yeah.
That's the fascinating thing about it. He needs Tommy John surgery, but he can still hit.
But they said that like,
I think
months in the season.
Well, they're saying that he can get the surgery in the offseason, and
still
for his
come back
recovery
to spring.
time, he can still hit.
DH.
Yeah, and then work on his arm. So he would never pitch next year, but he can still hit.
He's gonna stop pitching altogether.
I was gonna ask, do you convert?
I don't know, man. You throw 100 miles per hour, I think you don't give up on an arm like
I
that.
think you want to pitch. I think you want to pitch.
I think he might be a reliever,
Yeah, I think you want.
not
to
a starter.
Yeah.
That
But
was
still DH though. Can he?
Yeah.
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 Look,
DH
dude,
and
he's
then pitch.
shown he can hit Major League Baseballs.
Oh.
If he played a full season as an outfielder or DH, he would win Rookie of the League, Rookie of the Year.
He had it locked until he stopped.
Yeah, he's not gonna win that now.
He didn't have it locked. He couldn't pitch more than once a week
So
and 5 innings a game. But no, he should be a reliever and he should hit.
Would you
Yeah.
convert him though? Would you convert him either way?
What do you mean?
Like make him
reliever?
be a pitcher or be a hitter?
wow.
Even Babe Ruth had to do it at some point.
I know.
He had to pick
I would
one.
say if he's not going to be a starter, then make him a full-time
Hitter.
because he's shown that he can crush
Yeah.
in limited at bats.
And he can still come and pitch.
No, that was the question.
That's the
is
question.
if-
Would you?
You had to go left or right. I would
No,
not.
like would you do it? Like
I would not do it.
you're the Angels. You want him to continue pitching and hitting at the same time.
Yeah.
Or would you just go, no, you got to pick one.
no.
Eventually.
I
if
would.
you had to pick one, I'd say just hit.
Yeah, I would say just hit 2, but you don't have to. I would not convert.
Well,
him.
Babe Ruth had to do it at some point, right?
Yeah, but Babe Ruth is also one of the best hitters ever. That's different.
He's also a good pitcher.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, but they had to go one way.
Yeah.
They had to. Like it's
But
too
you don't.
much.
You don't have to anymore. That's what it comes down to.
What do you mean you don't have to?
He can relieve.
What's the last player that did this?
He can relieve twice a week, and pitch 2
There's
innings
another
twice a
guy
week.
coming up for
And
the
then-
Reds who does the same thing. Hunter Green.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's not as prolific of a hitter as Otani is, but
But he can
he's
do
the
both.
same type of person.
I think that's where I think Ohtani belongs in the National League. But there's like,
No, if you can't
can't
pitch,
DH.
then he has to DH.
Yes,
He
DH.
doesn't have a position in the field. He
Yeah,
never
he
played.
needs to.
before when he was pitching, you started pitcher, then you got to hit at least.
He
You're an
never hit
effective
when he
hitter.
pitched. He only pitched,
Yeah, right.
and he only DH'd when he hit.
All right. Well,
Watch a game, bud.
well, I'm saying though, but he never played in the National League, so he never would have done it. But I'm saying like,
No,
No.
that's different. If he's in the National League, you'd have to hit.
yeah, so I'm saying that would be more ideal for him,
but
right?
then he has to pitch. He can't just sit on the bench.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm guessing that when he played in Japan or wherever, he did both.
Yes.
So that
But in Japan, they also had was it 6-man rotation at that time? when he was
Yes.
playing? Yeah, they also had a 6-man rotation.
is
So
why they
it
wanted
which
to do
made it easier for him.
to do it.
Which is why he pitched only once a week here.
Yeah,
Did they get rid of that 6? Because they tried it, right?
they try to fight.
They were trying.
it,
They
but-
tried it. It's like
But they're like, we don't have 6 pitchers.
No, we can't do this. It's no bodies.
again. I'll say it again. I want to go back down to 4, but it's not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
It will never happen.
It was never ever gonna happen. Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
I know.
What are you pointing at?
I know.
Nothing.
We missed this from the beginning of the year because we wanted to do a podcast, but we missed this. Any thoughts on the Raptors?
What?
acquiring Kawhi Leonard. We never talked about it. We've never talked about it.
No, the Kawhi
being
trade happened after our last episode.
Yeah. And being local Toronto's, like, obviously we
Toronto
gotta
fan.
say something about it. You want to say anything about it?
Now that all the storm has gone away, and everyone's had a summer to actually take a look at it, this was a good move.
Yes.
How could it not be?
Phase 2. Here's
Well, if you're giving up 3 years of DeRozan for 1 year of Kawhi.
That's what did DeRozan do for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. Sorry, I cut you off, Smith.
NBA 2K19. The Raptors are rated 96.
Is that good or bad? I don't know.
I've never ever I looked
Who's
and I
higher
was like,
them in the game? Golden State,
the
obviously.
Golden
right?
State Warriors. That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the league loves it.
Do they? Because they didn't get a Christmas game.
Yeah, I know. I don't
They
know.
don't have any primetime games, really.
Yeah, they do. They have.
Yeah, they do. They have
I
more. They
guess
have
I
more.
like to
Milwaukee?
say 8 nationally televised.
They have the
games
most.
this year.
No, they've had the most national games in the U.S.
Yeah.
than they ever had. They always
Yeah.
have national games in Canada, but they have the most
Now-
national games ever.
Here's what I think. I think now Toronto has a legitimate superstar, and they didn't consider DeRozan one.
No.
And now that Kawhi Leonard's a legitimate superstar, you're going to see the respect for this team in the States.
I
that
don't
they didn't
agree
have
one
before.
bit. And you know why? Sports Illustrated released their top players in the league,
And they're not in the top 10.
and DeRozan finally moved into the top 30.
Yeah.
And Kawhi Leonard went from 5th to 12th.
Now here's the
Because
thing.
he was hurt. He was hurt.
He didn't play last year.
So
No, he didn't play at all last year.
he played 9 games.
You can't put him in the top 10 if he didn't play.
So-
you don't know if he's healthy.
Okay, where do you rate him if he's healthy, Smith?
If he's healthy, he's top 5. We know
Wow,
this.
really? Eh?
Of course.
He is top 5.
I'd go higher.
Well,
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
top
LeBron, Curry, Durant.
Curry, he's better than Curry, and he's better than Durant.
Snotty this. I don't know.
Durant's a better scorer, but he's not a better defender. No way.
No one-
and
but-
Kawhi can score.
But no one's better defender.
LeBron.
So the reason why he
Kawhi
ranks
is the
so
best
high
defender
is
in the league.
because he's the best defender in the league.
Yeah,
Hands
he's the best
down,
defender
no
in the
questions asked. We can't talk about that.
And he can score.
And then you have Antetokounmpo.
I think the Kuma's not a good defender. He's long. He's not a good defender. No,
I like him on the wing defending. I think
he's
strong.
long. He's not a good
Yeah,
defender.
so he's been good. He's just long. Very long.
I put Gobert higher than way
Where's
higher.
the center? Didn't count those guys.
So yeah,
Anyway,
so
go.
I just think that there's still no respect for a Canadian team. Doesn't matter who's on our team. They won't. If LeBron got traded to the Raptors,
They fall
for
in
some
the
reason he would not be a top 5 player.
You know why? Because they choke in the playoffs every year. That's why.
Yeah.
So that I think they think that with Kawhi it can't happen. Like I've never seen them being the highest rated team in 2K.
I've also
And I'm putting way too much emphasis on
Yes,
this
you are.
2K thing.
I've also never seen. Okay, so I'm gonna compare this Kawhi situation to. Have you ever guys dated someone out of your league, and you did everything you could to impress them or to?
I think I do that every day of my life.
Have you ever dated someone out of your league so much that you will do anything to have them stay?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
what the Raptors are doing right now with
Keep
Kawhi,
Kawhi
Leonard.
Leonard. They hired his friend as a coach.
As
and,
a
they're
video,
doing everything.
news broke.
Yeah.
That it was I heard this on the radio. It was breaking news. The Raptors have signed the video analyst of the San Antonio Spurs, and I'm like, what? And then they delved into it, and they're like, yeah, he's good friends with Kawhi Leonard.
Apparently,
I'm like,
Green's his best friend on the team too. As well.
Yeah.
I'm like so you would never ever hear about any video analyst being hired by any team.
Remember the Wizards did the same thing with Durant's ex-coach. They put him, his high school coach, I think it was,
Yeah,
and they put him and they brought him onto
Yeah.
the team trying to get him.
Can you get Durant to come here? I think that the league wants Kawhi Leonard to play in Toronto.
No, they don't.
And I think that's
No, they want him to go to LA.
They want to go to LA.
I know.
Why would they want to go?
Why would they want
Why
a
would they
star
want him to
player
go to
to
Toronto?
go?
Expansion.
for an organization that doesn't count on their ratings? It
Well,
makes no
the-
for
the-
business. It makes
The
no
league
sense. for them.
doesn't care about.
Yes, they do because that's how they make money.
That's all they care about.
That's how they
No.
make money.
The
Why do you
league-
think they have the Christmas Day games?
I understand that.
That's exactly why the Raptors don't get Christmas Day games.
I don't think.
Yes,
I don't
that's
think
it.
the league cares about ratings country to country. They care about ratings overall. So I don't think it matters where he plays because you're going to nationally televise it anyways.
Well, you're
if
wrong,
you can
but-
bring, if you can bring
No,
Toronto.
there's people in the States who are ignorant who will not tune into a game that says Toronto versus someone.
They don't care. The states do not care about
but
Toronto.
if you bring Toronto
No,
into the
doesn't matter.
national spotlight, I think
Vince
this
Carter
is
was
the
up
way.
here and they dragged him
What are
away.
you talking about? That
Nike told him to go to
that's
New
when
Jersey.
they played their first national game.
Nike told Vince Carter to go to New Jersey.
No, they didn't. They
Yes, they
traded him.
did. They said you'll get a better shoe
They
deal
could have
if you want.
traded him anywhere. The trade to
Stuck
New
on this
Jersey
whole shoe
wasn't
deal thing still.
the
Well, they
trade.
make more money that way.
The trade. Vince Carter didn't say I would like to go to New Jersey. Remember, he was moved.
Yeah, he was traded. I know.
Nike had no part of
Worst
that.
trade of all time.
Yeah, probably.
Unless Nike called like Toronto and was like, "Hey, Toronto, trade Vince Carter." Like,
Last point. You got anything else, boss?
I'm just let the season start. I hope Kawhi does
Will
well.
he stay? Will he stay? Will he stay? Where will he go? At the end of the season.
I don't
will
know.
he stay
No
or
clue.
will he go?
I have no idea. I can't gauge it. I love the Toronto media trying to make you believe every small thing he does. Oh, he bought a house in Toronto. Well, yeah, the guy makes multi-million dollars.
You can afford a house.
I can afford to buy a house.
Yeah,
in Toronto.
he can buy a house, and you know what? In a year from now, when he leaves,
You can sell that house.
he can sell a house for probably double what he paid for it.
That's why he's here. He's here
Yeah.
to buy a house
He's probably bought 2
for
houses.
double the money.
Yeah.
Wait, does he have a house in LA?
No,
No.
I don't care.
because
Yeah,
the market's not as good there.
Yeah. Can't make as much
Look,
money.
look,
on
You know what's funny? Every player has a house in LA. Every single player has a house in LA.
I would too.
All we can ask for is to have a great season,
which I think they will.
and see something different than we have before. Because we've seen the same trash for 5 years.
Yeah, I think they will. That's it.
That was a lengthy one.
That was a lengthy one. Second episode of the season. What do you guys think?
It's better to be back in the studio 100%.
Are we
Can't do it.
rating our own episode?
Yeah.
That's just
No, this guy
ridiculous.
is.
That is just.
I just want to know how you guys feel.
That
Like
is
sometimes you
just-
might feel like, I didn't have the energy. Oh, blah blah
my
blah.
God.
But I felt good about it. You didn't feel good about it? Obviously, Smythe didn't feel good about it.
Well, we woke him out of his video game slumber.
Video game coma that I was in. I forgot to post last week, but guys, the challenge is still out there. My Madden
challenge?
skills. I challenged the whole world to Madden last week, and I told them that no one could beat me at
Where
it.
can they find you on? What are you playing? Xbox?
Yeah, I'm playing on Xbox.
What's your
Supposed to
handle?
post it up. Yeah,
What's
I'm
your
gonna,
handle?
post it up. Smythe on space the Wonder. That's it. Find me.
Find you.
I'm gonna use the Buffalo Bills. Josh
Peterman?
Allen. Josh, no,
Oh, yeah, no,
can't make that sacrifice. I gotta go Josh Allen.
All right, that's
Hometown
it.
team.
That's it. Tell the people where you can find us, Smythe.
You can find the Team Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Google
Yes,
Play,
Spotify.
Apple Podcasts. We are worldwide now.
Find us under your pillow, pretty much.
Basically.
We're everywhere.
I'm there.
We are officially, if you Google the Team Podcast, we're officially #1, which is great because there was a lot of other Team Podcasts out there.
There's
Fake
only one.
team.
There's
So
only
now-
one. There's
now-
only one. It was pretty
Fake.
So now we at the top. Yeah, man, hit us up, and we do want to hear from you guys, and we're officially issuing video game challenges. You'll hear about more of that on Facebook.
Wells, you got anything? Is Horseplay coming back?
Yeah, when does
Horseplay will
Horseplay
come back, man. It'll come back. It's not. I have always said it'll never die until one of us dies. Who's in it? We have some technical difficulties right now.
All right, we should get DeFeo in here. He's probably dying to get on a mic.
You
or
know
something.
what? We should bring DeFeo in.
Oh,
here.
boy, he'll come by
I know.
anytime.
He's probably dying to speak on something.
But Horseplay will be back. Don't worry. It's not done. It's on hiatus right now. But you can find us at on Instagram, Horseplay_podcast. And you can find myself on Instagram, Veepin52.
Oh, just dropping the digits out there.
Well, it's
Sup, ladies?
season 2. I gotta drop some more. Yeah,
Sup, ladies?
check it out. If you guys want to see some pictures of me struggling with my life, then follow me on Veepin52 on Instagram.
I gotta wonder what was going on in that last post you put.
Why'd you say water balloons?
I don't know what those were.
Those are 5-pound bowling balls.
Oh, okay. I had no idea what they were. I was like, what are those?
What? It's because like water balloon fight.
Well, the team post is like, yo, caption this. I
Said the
captioned
caption.
it.
Yeah, he captioned it.
So I captioned it. And of course, guys, you can find everything under the Park Daily. That's actually probably when I go on to iTunes, I have to type in the Park Daily to actually find things.
Yeah.
So you can find everything under the Park Daily, theparkdaily.com. That one helps us out immensely. And please, please, please interact with all of us. Every movie I watch, I'm posting on Instagram myself. I'm pretty active on Twitter with my lists and my opinions. And yeah, that's it. Hit him with that theme song, Smythe.
Nash Wells is Smythe, host of the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.